But yeah, it's about time, so let's get underway. I hope you guys enjoyed this run. 3, 2, 1, and go. Okay, so starting out on this run, there's going to be a pretty long, well, not very long. There's quite a few cutscenes. There's, well, not cutscenes, but a lot of dialogue in this game. So there's kind of an intro cutscene here, which you probably won't recognize if you haven't played this game, because it's not very manga-based. Part of it is, but part of it isn't. That's actually going to have no relation to what is going to happen in this game. But anyway. Moving along, my mum's going to come out and tell me to actually go outside. Gonna name myself. Unfortunately, I'm not going to name myself Red, because this is a speedrun. I want one character. Gonna change my options. As always, fast offset. Luckily, L equals A is already done. And move out of here. So, like I said, this is a ROM hack that's based off of Fire Red Leaf Green that closely follows the manga. And so, like Red in the manga, our first Pokemon is going to be Poliwag. So again, this is just a little prologue before the game actually gets started. And now we move on to Chapter 1. And my Poliwag's already evolved into a Poliwhirl. And so this game, it's kind of broken up into chapters. There's 29 that I'm going to be doing in this run. There's a lot of optional chapters as well, but I'm not going to be doing the optional ones, of course, because this is a speedrun. My Poliwhirl does have a nickname. I'm going to give this a one-character nickname as well. And then we'll get into the first fight of the run, which is against this Nidorino. Now, Poliwhirl it's kind of an interesting Pokemon to use to start with. Despite being a water type, its special attack is actually quite garbage. It actually generally has better attack. I'm not going to be using Pound on this Nidorino though, because it has Poison Point and I don't want to get poisoned. I'm doing a lot of damage with Bubble here. That's going to use my Citrus Berry. So my special attack kind of looks good. This Nidorino is wild though, so it could just have really bad special defense. Its stats are random. Check my stats on the level up here. Okay. Attack was above average there, but everything else was kinda average. Like, it wasn't below average, it was average. Like, speed and special attack. So... Oh, I'm going the wrong way, dude. Supposed to go this way. Got confused there. Alright, so a lot of the early fights, it's actually really possible to die. The Nidorino, it's quite unlikely to die because you still have a Citrus Berry at that stage. It usually uses it up, which it did this time as well. Also, by the way, I have running shoes now. But pretty much every trainer afterwards, I can die. Or every fight afterwards, I should say, because they're not trainers for a while. Because right now I'm about to fight this Mew as my second encounter, and Mew has quite good stats, so it is possible to die here. Okay, I outsped Mew, which means my ability is probably Swift Swim. So I'm going to switch to using Bubble here. This will do slightly more until it transforms into me. Then I'm going to switch to Pound. Nice crit, really nice crit. Yeah, so, yeah, a lot of the early fights, it's very, very possible to die, like I said. It's honestly possible to die for, like, the first half of the game, so, like, any fight. Okay, as long as it doesn't outspeed and, like, hypnosis me, I should be fine. Ugh. Come on, Polly. No, dude. Please. Okay, wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up, good. Alright, so obviously it's a speed type once it transforms into you, because it copies your stats, except for HP. Alright, so just got out of the woods there. And I get healed after that fight, so... Yeah, so you'll notice a few enhancements over the base game, like the little portraits that you see here during a lot of the conversations, a lot of the dialogue. Okay, so that's the end of chapter 1. Now off to chapter 2. So this chapter, I would say, is the most likely one that I take a death. It's not that bad if I do die here, but I'm still fighting mostly wilds at this stage, but I've got to fight 3 more wilds here. The second one, well, it depends on the order that I take, but the second one generally, I would say, is the most likely that I die to in the entire game. Like, I would say I probably have a 20% chance of beating it first try. Like, it's really likely that I die. So, this romhack, it's one of those where it's like, it's got a lot of Pokemon outside of the original 151. Like, it's got pokes after those 151. You don't see them very often, but it also has pokes that are slight variations, and ones that are completely new as well. You don't really see any of the completely new ones. I think you see one in the entire run. I'm going to bubble here because I might be slower, which I am. This Spearow has Growl. Also, Bubble can get a speed drop, so I would like for that to happen. But the Pokemon after this one, after this Spearow... So, I just picked up the Bulbasaur. The Bulbasaur I don't fight, but the other 3 I've got to fight. The Spearow, the Cubone, and the Jigglypuff. The Cubone, I'm not that likely to die to. The Spearow, it's used like 1 billion Leers, so if it attacks me, I'm kind of screwed. It was a speed tie the whole time. I took no damage, that's really good. But the Jigglypuff is so dangerous. Ugh. My health is actually quite low. Yeah, I'll try this once. It's very likely that I die to this Jigglypuff. But if you pay close attention here, you might think it's a bit weird that I die to this Jigglypuff, but if you look at that, that's not actually a Jigglypuff. That's a Jigglypuff with a microphone. AKA the one from the anime. So it doesn't actually have the same stats as Jigglypuff. Its base stats are much, much higher. Like, look at how much damage it just did with Pound there. It's going to 3-hit me, and I'm going to, like, 1 billion hit it. And my Citrus Berry is already gone, so I'm pretty much boned at this stage. Like, 1 more pound and I'm dead, but I'm just going to take the death. Alright, I'm going to go for a Hypnosis. We'll try and live. Okay. I'm just gonna bubble from here. I think I need 2 more. Miss. Yes! Alright. Excellent. What a comeback. I was in a terrible position there. That was a huge comeback. I'm going to die to Cubone if it uses Bone Club, though, so I'm going to heal before I go fight the Cubone. So just take my mum here. She's off to watch Desperate Housewives. Okay, so the Cubone's all the way over here, back to the forest where I fought Mew. Bubble. That's not a good range. You can 2-hit this Cubone, but looks like I'm not going to get it. Like I said, these things are wild, so their stats are completely random. I think a Pound will kill that. That looks like 1 health, so I'll use Pound just to avoid the super effective text here. And it crits. And there's level 10. So, you might also be wondering what Pokemon I'm actually going to be using as my main at this stage. Hey look, it's Bulbasaur. Anyway. So, Poliwhirl is, like, it's pretty much your only option for the start of the game. Like, you're forced to start with it. But is Poliwhirl actually good enough to beat the rest of the game? Not really. Its physical offensive stats are not very good. So while it kind of trudges through the start of the game, it's not actually good enough for the entire game. So I'm not going to be using Poliwhirl. I'm going to be using something else. Okay, off we go. Route 1. Now we can go to Viridian City. So the maps here, they're kind of like, you'll obviously be able to recognize the towns because they're the towns in Kanto, but they are redesigned and such. So I've got to go find Bulbasaur. Bulbasaur is at the gym. So we'll duck over here. Oop. And into the gym. So there are quite a few events in this game that are scripted. And one of those is this with Bulbasaur. So after interacting with this Bulbasaur, it automatically joins my party, and then I fight yet another wild Pokemon, which is a Machoke. Now, the Machoke is actually powerful enough that Poliwhirl will probably die if I try and fight it with Poliwhirl. So I'm going to switch to Bulbasaur, which, even though Bulbasaur it's slightly higher level than the Poliwhirl at the moment. Bulbasaur usually at this stage does not have very good moves, but if you've read the manga, you will know that Red uses Solar Beam on Bulbasaur at this stage. So this Bulbasaur has Solar Beam already, which even though Solar Beam isn't the greatest move, at this stage it's actually quite good, even though it has to charge up, and Machoke's fighting moves are not very effective against Bulbasaur, so off it goes, and this should 2-hit. And down goes the Machoke. Okay, so so now that's the kind of the wild segment, like right at the start done. We start fighting trainers now. There are still a lot more wilds that you do have to fight. Oh, by the way, if you try and run from those fights, it doesn't work. You can't escape. And if you try and throw a ball at the scripted wilds, they dodge the Pokeball. Not like a Gen 1, oh, it's just a really low chance. Like, they just flat out dodge. So, none of that works. But so the trainers in this game. So a lot of ROM hacks, they kind of change the difficulty a lot of games to try and make them harder. This one doesn't really do that, but the one thing it does do to make things a lot more difficult is every single trainer in the game, or at least I think every single trainer, I checked a lot of them, has all 31 IVs on all of their Pokemon. Which makes them tricky. That makes a big difference, because in most of the main games, they have like all zeros, especially at the start. So, a lot of the trainers are very difficult, and even if they're like a similar level or even lower level than you, they'll actually probably have better stats because you do not get all 31s. So, middle, alright. Okay, so before that, I'm going to duck into the mart. So, items in the mart, kind of like Gen 5 onwards, Gen 4 onwards, sorry, they're based on how many, not how many badges you have, but in this game, how many chapters you've completed, determines what you can buy at the mart. Strangely though, right at the start of the game, you're actually able to buy revives. So I'm going to buy one of those in case something goes really wrong at the start. And then, because they're cheaper than their counterparts that heal health, I'm going to go into here and buy some drinks. So I'm just going to buy 7 fresh waters. because they cost 200 instead of 700, which is what Super Potions cost. I can't even buy Super Potions at the moment. So now into Viridian Forest. Now, there's a lot of things to talk about here in Viridian Forest. The first is, like I said, I'm about to get my first trainer battle, which is, it's going to be my rival, Old Mate Green. Now, this fight, if you don't level up, I'm not kidding, it's pretty much impossible. I will die in this fight. I will lose. This guy, he is just way too strong. But luckily, I don't actually have to win this fight. If I lose, the game just continues with him just winning, and that's fine. So he's got 2 Pokemon. Now, like, he's got a Charmander, so my Poliwhirl is actually a really good matchup. But his second Pokemon is a Scyther, and it's level 13, and like I said, with all 31s, it just utterly destroys you. Utterly destroys you. Like, I'll show you, because if I beat the Charmander, which I should, I've still got max health, I will, I'll use my best attack, which will be Water Gun, because I learned Water Gun at level 11, if I beat the Charmander, to show you just how much damage I will do. So Chimmy comes out. I should be fine against Chimmy. Alright, so that's Charmander down. Gets to level 11 and learn Water Gun. So if I was doing this correctly, I would use Pound to try and do less damage. But I'll use Water Gun, it's my best move, to show you how much damage I'll do against this Scyther. So it's faster than me to start with. Oof, look at that damage. And then he goes in with Vice Grip. And because he uses Focus Energy as well, it's a high crit chance. And look, dead. Like, not even close. And even though you have Solar Beam is a quarter damage against Scyther. So, he just completely destroys you. But, like I said, luckily, the game continues. He just calls you pathetic. And then he goes after the Kangaskhan again. And because I died, I get healed back to full health, which is nice. So go over here. So now for the first fight that I'm actually going to win. You might remember this guy from the anime. He is a samurai, and he has a Metapod and a Pinsir. And calls you nothing but a novice. So the Metapod's not, that's a nice crit. Not really a concern. The Pinsir does do a decent amount of damage, but luckily it doesn't have Vice Grip like the Scyther did. It takes a lot of hits, but can still take it down. But after this fight, I'll get to level 13, and another moveset change. At level 13, Poliwhirl learns Ice Beam, which is really good. 90 base power. Oh, I should also mention that there are a lot of, like, future gen balancings, like moving, that's a nice crit, Ice Beam and Thunderbolt and whatever to 90 power and things like that. Okay, Harden Focus Energy, this is good. The best move that Scyther has is Seismic Toss. Looks like it's doing like no damage. That's a really good fight, only getting hit once. Quite often you have to heal there. Yeah, this game, it's based on the manga, but it has a bunch of other stuff added to it as well. Like, a bunch of stuff that isn't from the manga, that's like optional, and stuff like this, like references to the anime and such. But the main stuff is based off the manga. So cut across here, and oh wait, before Kangaskhan, I'm going to switch Bulbasaur to the front. I actually want Bulbasaur to die to this Kangaskhan. I only want one Pokemon alive, because after this Kangaskhan there's a Spinner, who is a double battle, and I don't want that to activate. Now you might be thinking, but Werster, you said this was based off Fire Red Leaf Green, which is a Gen 3 game. Why don't you just bag manip the Spinner so that they can't hit you? Well, for some reason, in Viridian Forest, and in Viridian Forest only, in this game, Bag Manip does not work. It just doesn't. Ugh. Oh, I actually could die here. -2. Shit. I should have healed before coming into the fight. I'm gonna heal now. It'll kill me if it uses Bite. -4. That'll probably be... Oh, that'll kill if it uses Bite, yeah. Fake Out, that's fine. One more. Don't use Bite. Alright, cool. But I got Bulbasaur dead, which is what I wanted. So there are 2 spinners and a walker in Viridian Forest after this. And like I said, Bag Manip, it does not work. In fact, if you pause and do like a Bag Manip, once the game is still paused, they can still move. Which is just really, really weird. But anyway. I assume it's maybe to like make the cutscene in Viridian Forest afterwards work. But, yeah, anyway. I really, really want to skip the double battle. The second spinner is really dangerous as well. So I definitely don't want to hit that guy either. But this is the double that I was talking about, so I can just run past him because I've only got 1 Pokemon now. The second guy has a Paris, and so you might be thinking Paris isn't actually that dangerous, but remember how I said that a lot of the moves are changed to, their power in future gens? That means Leech Life is 80 base power. So it does like half your health with Leech Life. And it also has Stun Spore. So... Alright, so talk to this Nurse Joy because she's got a Pecha Berry for me, which I'm going to give to the old baby Kangaskhan. Alright, so now he finally tells me his name, and his name is Green. It's a Pikachu. I don't want that Pikachu. Red, as you may know, does catch a Pikachu. In fact, it's the 3rd Pokemon that he catches. And so I've got 2. He got me. Spinner time. Alright, I don't have Paralyze Heals at this stage either. Ugh. Alright, so luckily I do have Ice Beam. So hopefully I can just freeze. Freeze? Yoo-hoo! No! Why? No! Gross. Please get through. Alright, please die. Alright. That was silly. Alright, do not want double slap. And now I've got to get past the walker. Whoop. Went one too high there. Another Pikachu, dude. Unbelievable. I don't want this one there. Like, wow. Some of the trainers in this game just have insanely high vision. I'm still paralyzed. How many Ice Beams do I have? 3. Alright, so he's got Caterpie, Metapod, and Butterfree. I should be able to win this fight. I should use Ice Beam turn 1 there. Alright, well I can do it now. Because I only need 2 Ice Beams for Butterfree. So I'm going to heal at the center after this anyway. That's why I should have used it turn 1 in case that happens. It happened. Wow. I was just trying to skip it using Harden. Come on, mate. So, hitting that Paris, it is kind of useful though, because I do come back to Viridian Forest later in the run, and so now I don't have to worry about that spinner when that happens. So this is a lot of extra EXP on Poliwhirl, which is kind of good. It is useful for a little while. And it makes probably the most likely place for me to like wipe out a lot safer, which is good. But it's still annoying that those guys got me. So okay, yeah, meanwhile, this was the cutscene in Viridian Forest I was talking about. Everyone kind of dies. In case you guys haven't read the manga or anything, there are a few more kind of darker themes. This game kind of goes like one step further than that as well, so it's probably not a big deal if you're like, unless you're like 5 years old, but in case you're like a parent maybe, and you're thinking, oh, maybe I can watch this run with my child, I wouldn't care, but you might. Maybe don't do that. But anyway, there's the Pikachu, so that's the one that I'm going to catch. Again, it's going to be scripted, but I'm not just going to get the Pokemon for free this time. This time I'm going to actually have to catch it. Except, it's not a catch, I just have to kill the Pokemon, and then it's scripted that I catch it. Again, if you, I'm gonna switch Poliwhirl back to the front. If you try and throw a Pokeball at one of these scripted wild pokes, they just dodge the Pokeball, so I've just got to kill it. But so this is, I didn't mention before, but Bulbasaur is not going to be my main Pokemon. But so this is the third Pokemon that I'm going to get, and it's a Pikachu. Is Pikachu going to be my main Pokemon? Yes. Yes, it is. This Pikachu right here is going to be my main Pokemon. And you might be thinking, that's a bit fucked. How is Pikachu going to be his main Pokemon? But if you look closely, this is one of those variations that I was talking about. It's not Pikachu, it's Pika. And Pika has a few different stats than Pikachu. The first thing you might notice is its ability is Speed Boost, not Static. But so, its base stats are very different to Pikachu. Its base stats are, its defenses are a bit better. It's got 55 HP, 50 in defense, 50 in special defense. Its attack is 65, a bit better. Its special attack is 135, and its speed is 125. So offensively, it's about comparable with a Darkrai. I call it Pika. Yes, I will give it a nickname. We'll call it I. So it's quite good. You might be thinking with that speed as well, 125, that speed boost might be pretty useless. And for a lot of the time it is, but it actually does have some really good uses. There are still things that will outspeed me without speed boost. And there's also times where, with speed boost, I will outspeed things even if I'm paralyzed. Because my speed is that large. But unfortunately, the first thing I've got to do is Brock's Gym. And even with those stats, he stands no chance against Brock's Gym. So I'm still going to use Poliwhirl for a little bit. Heals me for free, which is good. So I'm going to check Pika's stats here. So this game, it gives a nice, like, it gives like a little ranking next to the stats, which tells you like how good your IVs kind of are. It doesn't give you an exact, it's one of two, but I'm just going to check what they are. Hasty nature. Okay. In general, pretty good. My defense is bad though because I'm hasty. But in general, a bit better than average there, which is kind of good. And yes, this game does have the physical special split. Which is actually a bad thing. But I'll touch on that a bit later. Yes, it's also holding the Light Ball. So you might be thinking with those stats and the Light Ball, that would just be insane. But the Light Ball doesn't work. Light Ball only works on Pikachu. On Pika, it doesn't work. So it holding the Light Ball is actually useless. it would be insanely OP if it was holding, like, if the light ball worked. Like, if the light ball worked at level 15, its special attack would be 100. Like, that would just be out of this world. Okay, so this is the first time I'm going to use Pika, though. Nice, another freeze. And another defrost turn 1. Holy crap. So this trainer has a Marrow, so I'm going to switch to Pika after I hit the Pidgey once. But yeah, this girl, Alyssa, she's a bit weird. A lot of the trainers in this game are... they're a little bit off. I'll put it that way. Freeze. Okay, it's still frozen. Cool. Go Pika. So like I said, the last poke is going to be Marrow, so I'm just switching here. Oh my god, do not use Sand Attack. Unbelievable. Hello? So just going to switch Thunder Shock into slot 2 there, because I'm going to teach something over for slot 1. Don't want Rain Dance. Defense curl, okay. Cool. No, so like some of the things aren't like totally based on the manga, like her being a bit weird like that. Not all the trainers are. Like, it's not 100% based on the manga. It's just the overall stuff is. Okay, so now we fight Brock. So Brock, pretty easy. His pokes are all weak to Poliwhirl, but again, you'll see another one of those variation Pokemon. Well, I guess this one, it's not really a variation. It just is kind of different. So out comes Geodude. Actually, I'm level 18. I might just go for Water Gun and see if it'll one-hit. But out comes... Dun dun dun! Geodude! Magnitude 10! That is going to kill me. Alright. This is why I gotta revive. Oh, Rock Polish, I could still die. Okay, I'll just go for Solar Beam. Hawks. I'm gonna heal the Poliwhirl. I really don't want to die. Why is it using Rock Polish again? I don't have Growl, whatever. Quick Attack. Yeah, that's not gonna kill. It's still using Rock Polish, dude. What is it doing? It's at +6. I probably should have just done something that would have got me killed. Alright, that'll probably kill me. Pika has... It is a glass cannon. Like, it does have bad defenses. Okay, so hopefully I don't get magnitude 10'd again. 6. I'll lift that. Oh, that was really slow. Alright, and then his last one is Onyx. Alright, cool. That was a speed tie. Got him second time. So that's Brock down. So I plan on healing afterwards anyway, so not a big deal that Pika died. Okay, so after Brock is Rival 2, and Rival 2 is, in typical Pokemon speedrun fashion, an awful fight, an absolutely dreadful fight. Before that, though, I'm going to deposit Bulbasaur. I'm going to deposit Bulbasaur. And so there's a couple of reasons that I did that. The first is Rival 2 leads with a Pidgeotto that has Whirlwind, and I do not want it to Whirlwind Bulbasaur. But it's also because there are certain cutscenes in this game. That's odd. Anyway, ignore that. Okay, so buy some status items, and then I'm going to buy max Moo Moo Milks, which heal 100. So they're basically just max potions at this stage of the game. It has Whirlwind, yeah, like I said. Yeah, so there are cutscenes in this game where if you have the specific Pokemon in your party, they play, but if you don't, they don't. So it's kind of like depositing Yellow in, depositing Pikachu in Yellow. Okay, so here's Rival 2. So this fight I do have to win. I can't lose this one. Luckily, he's not quite as difficult. I do have Ice Beam now, and I have Pika for the Scyther. Scyther also doesn't have Vice Grip anymore, so it's not quite as dangerous. But on this fight, he spams accuracy moves like crazy. He spams Sand Attack and then Smoke Screen, and it sucks. Freeze. And so it begins. Didn't quite get the 2-hit there. Oh, there's a freeze. Miss. Miss. There we go. Chameleon. Oh, it's using Growl. That's good. This is usually Smoke Screen. Another miss. Ember as well. This is good accuracy luck, except I'm still missing even off only -1. Oh, Jesus. Alright, -1 was no good. -2 I'll start hitting. See? This fight sucks. Now I'm at -6. Yay! Got him. Alright, cool. Now this Scyther does have Pursuit, so I still don't want to switch. I probably should have switched. Come on, if I can just get one hit. Nope, alright, that's up to Pika. Para? Agility. Alright, cool. And so, yeah, cases like this as well. A Pokemon uses Agility, but because of Speed Boost, I'll still end up being faster for the final hit. Alright, so Pika ends up with a little bit of extra experience there, which is good. And Poliwhirl will kind of go back to regular experience, I guess, from the extra trainers that I fought before. Okay, so looking at that, and you might be thinking, is Pika actually really that good? Because, like, it's kind of doing, even with those stats, the same amount of damage, kind of, that Poliwhirl's doing, because Poliwhirl has Ice Beam, And Pika has Thunder Shock. And if you know Pikach's moveset, it doesn't actually get very good moves for very long. But yes, Pika is actually that good. And if you keep paying attention, you'll see why. So, it's good for this fight right here, because this is a Gyarados. Unfortunately, it doesn't quite one-hit the Gyarados. This is another wild, though. So this is where a cutscene would play with Bulbasaur. There are other ones where cutscenes would play with Bulbasaur as well, but that would be the first one that I'm skipping. Actually, level 16, I might be able to get this if I get good stats on the Gyarados. Nah. It uses Thrash, which will almost kill me, which is why I healed the full. So by the way, I still can't buy repels at this stage, and I'm about to go into Mount Moon. You can't buy repels for quite a while, not until after you beat Surge, which is a little bit annoying. But I picked up that repel in Pewter City to use one later. I'm still not going to use it in Mount Moon though. But okay, it's our cutie pie Misty. And we decide that we want to take on Team Rocket. But first I've got to go into the Pokemon Center and ask our good friend Professor Oak for some help. And Misty brings you all the way over to the phone to tell you, here's a telephone where you can call Oak, and then you have to run all the way over there again. Yeah, so Team Rocket in this game, in the manga, they're quite evil. They're not just kind of fooling around, they're genuinely evil. And so they've stolen Misty's poke and done some bad things to it. And so she's mad, and I'm mad. But Misty decides she wants to come along for fun. And in one step later, we found Team Rocket. Okay, so there's going to be a good chance of getting a lot of wilds in here because I use no repels. But remember how Pika's best move was Thunder Shock, and it learns like nothing for a long while? Well, I'm going to be picking up my first TM here, and guess what? It's Thunderbolt. Isn't that convenient? Bag, TM case, register, and open, and then I'm going to teach Thunderbolt to Pika. Okay, so now the trainers of Mount Moon. Some trolls in here, some real trolls. This guy Kenneth, he specializes in explosion. You might remember this guy from the Gen 1 games in Mount Moon. He's got a Magnemite and a Voltorb. Except in this game, he's a complete cockhead, and he uses explosion. So that would absolutely destroy Pika, but Poliwell's got enough defense to be able to take it. Bag. Heal up. And it's explosion. Body slam, don't want body slam. Okay, so now I'm going to switch Pika to the front. Okay, so one more thing I should mention about the trainers in this game is that they have random abilities as well, and they can also call on abilities from future gens. So, like, the next trainer that I'm going to fight has a Vulpix, and the Vulpix can have Drought. It doesn't always have Drought, but it can. So now Pico with Thunderbolt starts putting in work. It's not completely dominant at this stage, but very, very, very good. Much better than Polly is. And it got Drought, so that's a little bit of a time loss. Ugh, Confuse Ray. Nah, in this game you don't have to use, Oh, I just realized I don't have a revive anymore because I used mine against Brock. I really should have bought a backup one. It'll only matter through Mount Moon. So hopefully I can just get through Mount Moon. Okay, cool. Gonna heal both these dudes. It's more for the next fight than this one. This guy's only got one poke, so I'll change my option here, actually. To shift. Because I need to do that before the next trainer. But if this guy had crit me, I would have died, so I just healed there. Hopefully he doesn't attack me now, so I don't have to heal before the next trainer. Damn. I probably could have just used Thunderbolt there. I don't think PP is an issue at this stage. Okay, gonna heal up again. I'm gonna use the Moo Moo Milk though. I do want to keep one fresh water for later. I'm considering saving here just in case I do die, but nah, we'll just YOLO. So I changed mode to shift here because this trainer has a Diglett, and Pika is still noted good against ground types. But if I were to switch to Poliwhirl, the Diglett could end up actually killing me. Unfortunately, they've got 6 Pokemon, so you do have to see the text a little bit. Poliwhirl's level 21. Can you outspeed for me? Nice. Yeah, Poliwhirl's actually quite a fast Pokemon. Pika's only 19. They didn't quite get to 20, so these might still be ranges here. This Coughing Ekans and Growlithe can all be ranges. Cool. Cool. Nope. Ah, I didn't get the Growlithe. Okay, it used Leer. I'll still be able to survive its Twin Needle at -1. Beedrill will come out here. 90 actually for Polly. Nice, Focus Energy took no damage, that's really good. Okay, so I'm going to pick up a big mushroom here, which is going to be useful for later on. I'm going to switch Polly back to the front, because this guy leads with a Geodude. Oh. I could die to this Raticate here as well, but even if it does, hopefully then Polly will be able to take him. Okay, so he's going for Scary Face. I'm not actually sure whether you beat this at -1 though. I think it depends on what your speed IV is. I didn't pay really close attention. Yeah, he still beat me, that's annoying. Okay, he didn't crit me there. All good. Okay, so made it through that gauntlet. So the revive isn't going to matter now. There's one more fight that I've got to do, and even if I had a revive, it would not help. I am going to save before the next fight, though. It is very, very risky. So the next fight is a double fight. I get healed right before it, which is nice, but it's a really risky fight. Poliwhirl having some extra levels might actually be really nice. So this is probably the only safety save I'm going to do for the entire run, because if I do die here, coming all the way back is a long way. But the reason this is risky, yeah, she leads... Like, this double fight, they have pretty much all exclusively bad Pokemon, but the one that I'm really scared of is that Sandshrew, because it knows Magnitude, and it will use it if it feels like it. And Ice Beam does not normally kill, so I'm going to Quick Attack to try and get it into kill range, and hopefully I can get it to not fire one off. Just missed. Magnitude 8, that's going to kill Pika. I'm just going to reset. Like, that would have killed Pika, like 100%. Try that again, hopefully hit the range this time. Nope. Magnitude 10. Yeah, that's a massive kill, that one. So it can use, at least I know it can use Fury Cutter as well, which Fury Cutter would do like nothing. But see, that Grimer over there is actually pretty annoying itself. It has both that crit, so this Ice Beam should kill this time. It still lived! No, dude. 7. I'm not sure if this will kill. Based on how much it did to Grimer, I'm pretty sure that's going to kill. Yep. Cool. BS. Yeah, the Grimer knows Minimize and Disable. And so both of those moves are really annoying. Polly does have no hypnosis, but it doesn't really increase your chances to get this to die. Alright, crit with quick attack again. Get him this time. Okay, that died? Yes. Alright, see ya. And now out comes a Gloom, which is also awful. Okay, it's going minimize. Okay, so this turn I'm going to go for Hypnosis. Because Ice Beam wouldn't kill anyway, unless I crit. And I paralyzed, and now Hypnosis won't work. That's bullshit. No, I just look like an idiot. Alright, fully parried though, that's good. So now I'll kill it with Ice Beam, and I'll Thunderbolt the Grimer. Missed. Which one? Damn it! Okay, Thundershock plus Ice Beam should still kill Farfetch'd. There's no point going Ice Beam on Sneasel. So we'll go Ice Beam, Grimer, Thundershock, Sneasel. Nice, I guess. Oh, dude! Come on! I should be disabled no more, I think, this turn. Okay, stay frozen this time, dude. Oh, I'm hitting with Ice Beam. I need to hit with Thunderbolt, dude. There we go. Okay, so finally got through that fight. Okay, so that's most of the really hard fights done. I'm going to heal Poliwhirl just in case because I don't have a revive. If I still had a revive, I wouldn't do this. Level 22. No, I don't have enough. Alright. So use Ice Beam here, go for the freeze. How many times has that happened? Ridiculous. But now Koga, I'm sorry, but now question mark, question mark, question mark shows you the cruelty of adults, which is to evolve this ground rock type into another ground rock type. Okay, so Rhydon, it will outspeed me after a scary face, so I'm going to lead with Bubble this time. Go for the speed drop. I didn't get it. Alright, cool. And that's Mamoon done. Nah, Misty ain't dead. She's just collapsed at the moment. And Red with his quick... Look at these dodging skills right here. Ho 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 ho! Look at him go. And he carried Misty the whole way there. Look at that. But so this is kind of the one part of the story, or like in the manga as well, where Red kind of gets like really full of himself. After saving Misty, he's just like, I am 100% invincible, basically. So now we get a cheeky little invite into Misty's house, even though I don't know where that is, but it's just up here. And Misty, in the manga, is actually a little bit rich. So Misty and her cute self just wants Red to get stronger. But Red just takes it as an insult because he's an idiot. So now here I am in my room, go to sleep, cheeky free rest, but then, oh no, what was that? Switch Pika to the front, and change option back to set. Whoa, it's a Starmie! Alright, so this is a wild. Again, it's going to have random IVs. Alright, got to outspeed it, which is good. That's random. And got the one hit, which is good too. That can actually live. I wonder who could have been in this house with a Starmie, though. Who could that have been? And now we head off to the gym, because Red wants the help of the gym leader to catch whoever it was. Ha ha ha, funny joke, Missy. What a huge surprise. So there was a little cutscene there if I still had Bulba in my party as well. Now a tear-jerking scene where Misty says she did it all to make you strong. And now I've got to go heal, which I actually don't because I just got healed like 2 seconds ago. So now I just jump out of there and back to the gym. And this gym is 100% free. Just like 100% free. Pika just goes in. So you might notice there as well that Pika kind of sounds like a Bulbasaur. So that's because just all the variants just end up defaulting to the first cry, which is Bulbasaur's cry. That happens in the Gen 3 games as well, like if you send out like a bad egg or whatever. Yeah, there are a few undertones of some characters being a little bit sexist in this game. Like, ho, where's the strong, tough male gym leader? There's a much less subtle one coming up just after this gym, actually. Yes, Pika has very, very good special attack. So yeah, like I said, its base special attack is 135, and its speed is 125, so those are both the same as Darkrai, so you can just think of it, specially wise, as a Darkrai. Its attack is only 65, which is a bit low, but you only use, outside of Quick Attack, like really early on, one physical attack against one trainer. And I'll explain that when I get to it. That trainer sucks ass. But, everything else ends up being special, so it's not a big deal. Yeah, I guess I can explain that now. So the physical special split is bad for this run, because you could teach this Pika Volt Tackle. Volt Tackle has 120 power, 100 accuracy, but it's physical, so it does less than Thunderbolt does, even though Thunderbolt's only 90 power. So it ends up being useless to teach it. Alright, and here's Misty, and now this time I don't have to worry about Starmie outspeeding me, because Starmie comes out second, and Speed Boost. Boom, boom, boom. Alright, Misty down. Alright, Cascade Gouge done. And so now we can head off to Vermilion City. Oh, we got an encounter here. It's our good friend Oddish. Gonna duck in here for another repel first. Okay, switch Polly to the front again. Last fight that Polly's used for is this hiker, who tells you that he's going to beat the shit out of you by knocking you out, because that way you can't get hurt. Kinda normal guy. But yeah, again, still ground type, so still just using Polly for this guy. He also shows you another, a variant poke, that, again, it's not like completely new, but is certainly not one of the Pokemon that you'll recognize from the main games. Yeah, so there are a few optional chapters that from the manga that I just don't do. Like, there's one with Bill at north of Cerulean City, but I don't have to do it, so I'm not going to. It is not Cubone, but very close though. Like, very close if you think about it just a little bit. Because it's actually done. Is it this one? Yeah, it's this one. It's Kangaskid. It's another freeze. No, why? Uggy, uggy, ugh. Okay, so now's where you see the less subtle sexism, I think. Yeah, here we go. You see this cute little girl. I wonder who this could be. Because she's just a, quote, woman. He's trying to protect her as well. But she apparently beat the shit out of him also. So now into Vermilion. That's Creative Liberty, Meebs. So here I'm going to deposit Poliwhirl, because there's a huge cutscene coming up soon if I don't get rid of it. But I'm just going to put Pika through the PC to heal it. So now it doesn't really matter that I don't have revives because I only have one poke anyway. Pick up this elixir. And then into the SSN. So the SSN in this game actually has wild encounters. So this is where I'm going to use those 2 repels I got. But I'm not going to use them just yet. Talk to this guy. And then after this, I'm going to pick up the TM for Hidden Power. Now, I probably shouldn't do this. I should just go without Hidden Power. But it's more fun this way. I don't know what my Hidden Power is going to be. I don't know exactly what my IVs are. I tried to, like, create, like, a chart to be able to check by this stage, but it didn't end up working out for all the IVs, and your EVs can be a little bit different based on how Rival 2 goes and whatever. So I'm just going to figure it out as I go along the run. There are 4 useful hidden powers, which are Ground, which should be obvious for electric types, Fire, Ice, and Psychic. The reason Fire, Ice, and Psychic are good... I got no encounters there, that was so good. Fire, Ice, and Psychic are good because they are super effective against grass poisons. So the Gloom and Weeping Bowl lines. Now you might be thinking, well, if that's the case, why isn't flying also good? It's not because flying is physical in this game. No, no. Hidden power is always special. It's because flying is not super effective against those Pokemon in this game. I don't know if that was on purpose or if that was a mistake, but flying is definitely 100% not super effective against them. I know this because in my test run, I got hidden power flying, and I was so keen for it to be super effective, and then it wasn't. But hidden power, like future gens, it's always 60 power. So I don't have to worry about the power, it's just the type. Alright, so off I go back into the SSN to try and rescue those stolen pokes. Alright, now we start to get some encounters. The reason I say I'm not sure whether it's on purpose or not is because there are a couple of things that I'm pretty sure are on purpose, type-wise, but then there's some that I'm just like, that has to be a mistake. I'll explain one of them later on. But okay, this Dratini is actually... Oh, I should have taught Hidden Power before this. Oh no, I'm going to 2-hit with Thunderbolt. Nah, it's fine. Okay, this Dratini is actually really dangerous. It takes 2 hits, and it uses Thunder Wave and then Dragon Rage. And so if I'm fully paralyzed, I can actually die. I think I have enough speed to outspeed at +2 though. Oh, it's using Slam. That's very nice of him, so I won't die next turn. No, I got through anyway. So all good. So you always have to para heal pretty much after this fight, so since I'm in the menu, this is where I'm going to use my repel. Repel. And while I'm here, whoop, I'll just go in here and teach Hidden Power. Oh no, I should have taught Hidden Power going past the Walker. That would have been smart. Dang. Okay, this guy, not really a big deal. So I'm going to use Hidden Power on Voltorb. I'll test it there. If it's super effective against Voltorb, I know it's Ground, so that's good. If it's not very effective, I know it's crap, because that's either Electric or Steel. The most likely is it's normal effective, and then it could still be good or bad. Yes, TMs are multi-use in this game. Not that it matters for this run. What am I doing? Whatever. He still could have seen me there, I reckon. All the way off screen. That was a walker, a trainer who could have seen me. I reckon if he moved left there, he would have got me. But he was off screen, so I couldn't see where he was. So I just went for it. Okay, so now I've got to look for a key. So I go in here, and whoa, it's a Voltorb. Alright. So here we go for Hidden Power. Normal. Okay, so that still could be Fire, Ice, or Psychic. It's definitely not Ground. It's not Electric or Steel. Electric and Steel are really bad. Didn't get Ground, which is probably the best one if you do get Ground. But no luck there. So coming up now is the Surge fight. This is... to give you an idea of how bad this fight is, right? I have sometimes after like fights in my notes, like I write down, you know, what to do in the fight. I put down like extra notes. My extra notes for Surge are, note, this fight is arse. And that's all it says. So he puts these little patrol magnetons on your ass, but they actually do nothing. So heal to full. So the reason this is bad, and it's like really why HP Ground would be awesome, is because this guy has electric types, and obviously you've only got an electric move. But so all you can do is spam Thunderbolt, and this guy, he's going to be using Thunder Wave, and then his Electabuzz also has Light Screen, and it's a whole travesty. So if I had Hidden Power like Fire or Fighting, it'd be good to use against Magneton, but I'm not going to risk it. I'm not going to risk wasting a turn. Just going to kill it with 3 Thunderbolts. But so this is one of the fights where Speed Boost can come in handy. And yeah, then Magneton uses Mirror Shot, which can reduce your accuracy. So I'm not going to outspeed Magneton, but I'm going to Para-Heal here. Because I'm not going to outspeed if I don't. Miss. Don't do it. Good. But if... oh my goodness, that's not what I wanted. If Electabuzz uses Thunder Wave, I'll outspeed Electabuzz. Ugh, didn't kill. Okay, I'll finish it with, yeah, Magnet Bomb. Alright, I'll finish it with Hidden Power here, just to see what it does. Not very effective. Okay, so that could be Ice or Psychic. It's not Fire, but it could also be Rock, Ghost, Dark. Is that it? So there's Thunder Wave. So I'm not going to heal this Paralysis, because I'll be faster anyway. Ugh, Light Screen. Or Grass, it could be Grass too. Or Dragon. Ugh, there's still so many options. That's a crit, gonna heal. Oh yeah, maybe it can't be Ghost or Dark. I don't know. There's still quite a few options though. But I want it to be Ice or Psychic with the ones that are left. Okay, I think Light Screen will wear off this turn. No. I should have healed then. Oh, that was silly of me. Just in case this crits me. Okay, so I'll kill with one more hit here, but I'm going to heal again, just in case I'm fully paralyzed. Like that. Alright, that'll kill. Finally dead. So as you can see, arse fight. Really arse fight. But finally got him down. I think that in all likelihood, the next time I use Hidden Power will be against a Gloom. So I'll just find out then, because I pretty much get a spare turn against that Gloom. Because it's like Thunderbolt would 2-hit it, but if I have a good Hidden Power, it'll 1-hit. So I'll just find out then. So you can, if you have like really low health, do a Death Warp here. It just puts you back to the start of the SSN though, so it's not really that much of a help. So at this health, I'm definitely not going to worry about it. But if I was like 1 hit away from death, I probably would have done it. More for the getting healed than the actual distance. But see, I walked back. By the way, that guy, there is no fly in this game. You have to use that guy to kind of walk around. I warped to Cerulean here, even though I'm going here, which I could just reach from Vermilion. But that allows me to skip a trainer. This guy right here, I jumped the ledge to skip over him. You can't get back without fighting him, so just do that little walk there. And I'll just go in and heal now. Just realised I should do this now. My notes say to do it afterwards, but I should just do it now. It's faster to take a center than to use a paralyzed heal and heal to full. Because centers are a bit quicker in this game. It's now back in here again. More encounters. But yeah, after you beat Surge, if you still have Poliwhirl in the party, he knocks you off the ship, and he knocks you underwater, and Poliwhirl evolves into Poliwrath. You can also get an item there that allows you to evolve Eevee into anything. If you've read the manga, you'll know that that is pretty canon. Well, not any Pokemon, any Eevee evolution, but they're like any... Eevee has an evolution for every type in this game, so that's why I said anything. Like, you can't evolve it into Dragonite, but you can evolve it into... I forget the names of the other ones. Like, Ghosteon, but it's not Ghosteon. Something else. I've actually gotten way less encounters here than I expected. This is why I shouldn't talk. You can switch between all the evolutions if you have the item, the Evo Corral. Which is kind of what Red's Eevee can do. But it's not useful for this run, so I don't get it. But okay, I finally saved all those pokes. And our old mate Fan Club is pissed off that his Abra evolved into Alakazam magically. Now he gives me the bicycle, which you might think, woohoo, finally you have the bike, but no. Bike is not useful. So I'm gonna buy 11 para heals. 3, 4, don't need revives. 24. Since I'm here, I may as well buy some more Moo Moo Milks. That should be enough for healing items for the whole game. And so now we enter the bike contest over here. Now that I have my fresh bicycle. You can't buy repels until you beat that chapter. Repels in the game, like I said, they're based on how many chapters you've completed. Kind of like how many badges you have. The mart doesn't sell repels before you complete that chapter. But so this is one of Red's, the only one of Red's main Pokemon that isn't a scripted event. You have to fight this Snorlax, but you do not have to catch it. This is just a wild Pokemon, so I can just run away, and I do not want a Snorlax, so that's exactly what I'm gonna do. Just gonna run away. Alright, now Kyle. Okay, this fight's a bit annoying. His Venomoth has Stun Spore and it has Leech Life, which, as we've learnt before, Leech Life is very powerful. So hopefully I can just crit or it misses or something. No. Okay, I'm not faster than it at +3, so I'm going to heal the para. And Thunderbolt again. Surprisingly, I actually am going to teach Fake Out, get rid of Quick Attack. And whoa, I won! It is actually possible to lose that race and have that guy not win. Have that guy beat you, so sorry. If you come in second, you only get the Sunstone, so winning is good. Free rare candy and $5,000, but it turns out the bike is now useless. it just broke, apparently. So, this guy speaks to you about the patience of fishing. So now I don't have a bike. Let's get the Thunder Shock these dudes. Because I can. But luckily you can run pretty fast, so it's not a big deal. So yeah, you notice there was a little cutscene where it says, do you want to play as green? I made sure to say no there, but some of the additional chapters are actually you playing as green or blue as well. There are 2 of those in the game at the moment, but I'm not going to be playing them because speedrun, gotta go fast, no need to do that. Though you still haven't seen Blue, so... Oh, well, you have seen Blue. You haven't seen Blue's name get revealed yet. So who am I talking about? No idea. Jeez, I just got +0 defense on that level up. My def is really bad. That was really good, they're not getting any fake outs though. Usually you do get faked out, like, by both of them. Okay, so now moving into Lavender Town, there's a very useful NPC in here the move reminder, which is why I picked up that big mushroom before. Now, you might be thinking, well, Pikachu, why would you need to remember any of the moves that you got rid of? None of them were any good, but remember, this isn't a Pikachu, it's a Pika. It has different moves from earlier levels that it's forgotten. A lot of them are very good, but only one of them is good enough to actually reuse. So this is where I could get Volt Tackle, Charge Beam, Volt Switch, but Grass Knot is the one that's going to be useful. So now Pika can take on ground types by itself. Oh, what am I doing? Talk to this guy. I thought the cutscene was going to start straight away. So the one move that you didn't see there that is almost useful, is Substitute. If Substitute worked like it was supposed to in this game, it would probably be useful, but it doesn't. It does block status moves, but if you use Substitute and they just attack you with a move that does damage, it just hits through the Substitute, no matter what it is. So, unfortunately, it's not useful. For that purpose, but it almost ends up being worth it just to block status moves. But I decided against it. Because you can get a second big mushroom in Mount Moon. And yeah, Volt Tackle isn't worth it, like I said, because it's a physical move. Ends up just doing less damage against almost everything. It does more damage against, like, Jinx and stuff, but not that big a deal. So now we start to see a few more weird-looking pokes. Hey, look, that's a Psyduck. Oh, wait, actually. And up we go again, and uh-oh, it's another one. I didn't get the second elixir. That was dumb. It's not a big deal, but I just want that one as backup. Okay, bag. Where are my repels? They're down here. Oh, he's still in a shitty position. I'm just gonna risk it. Okay, no, it's fine. There's a walker there. He was about to see me, but the trainers in these areas, they will fight you until you get rid of the fog. So the fog is you've got to go into a tombstone and break this Ghastly, and then they get released from the fog, and then they won't fight you anymore. Alright. Here. But I made it. So I think I've got a Elixir now. Looking at my Thunderbolt PP. 4. Yeah, I'll Elixir now. But unfortunately this trainer, whoa, straight away. Actually, I could have done it after this trainer in case I took damage and healed. Oh well. Okay, no drought from this one. Yeah, like I said, they're possessed, okay? So they're a bit evil. It actually turns out, if you talk to this trainer afterwards, that she wasn't possessed and she just wanted to kill you. But they're possessed, okay? Ugh, confused Ray. Alright, good, got through. I want to be at full health going into the green fight at the top here. Hopefully I can get through here. No trace from Kadabra, saves a little bit of time. If I can get through. Damn. Come on. Alright, at least it's using Disable. Alright, I didn't die at least, I'll just heal. And do it after the Ghastly, because I think Ghastly can use Sucker Punch. You normally don't take, like, any damage against green, but... or almost 0 damage, but his Machoke can use Revenge, and if it does like 80 damage to you, so you really want to be going in at full health. Yeah, like... One trainer's just like, oh, I'm free, and she's just like... Lost her opportunity. And yeah, you can just reuse repels, like in Black 2, White 2 onwards, which is good, useful, very good. Speaking of possessed, it's our good friend Green. Yes, the time in the menu is the IRL time. For me, obviously. One, two, three, four. I think I've got enough Thunderbolts. Yeah, easily. Alright, Foresight, that's good. No Revenge. I'm not going to one-hit Charmeleon either, but Charmeleon shouldn't be able to kill me. Like, definitely not from full health. I forget what it usually uses. Maybe like Flame Burst? Scary Face. Well, I'm going to be faster anyway. You see, Speed Boost does have use, even though you're already this fast. Scary Face, faster through Paralysis. And there are actually some pokes later on that you'll see that actually outspeed Pika with its base 125 speed. Oh, whoops. Gotta say Ghastly. Alright, kill this one, and then I get my PP back because green heals me. Okay, so now I'm gonna fight one of the Team Rocket bosses, our good friend Koga. Who, I came up with a new strat earlier this morning here, where I was gonna say something like, oh, there are these cool mechanics that you're not actually gonna get to see here, where there's poison on the ground. If I walk into that, it'll poison me. I'm actually going to do that on purpose. I'm poisoned. So the reason I did that is, I'm about to fight this Arbok, and if I didn't do that, it would use Glare and paralyze me, and I would much rather be poisoned than paralyzed. Because that way I don't have to use a paralyze heal. And I should just two-hit this thing with Thunderbolt. Yep, that did over half, so it'll go for Bulldoze, which reduces my speed. I'll just be able to live. I forgot about how bad my defense was after the poison here. I'll get my speed back and just be able to kill with Thunderbolt. So the real strats here, which would be great, is I'm now poisoned and on 6 health. I could then death warp down to the bottom. Unfortunately, in this game, they made it so that poison does not kill you, and it wears off if you're at 1 health. So that isn't going to work. And it's faster to just not encounter a wild and still have the repels going. And yeah, a little bit of death there. See you later, Arbok. I probably shouldn't have walked through that, but whatever. Oh, where am I going? Go up here. Oh, where am I going? Oh, by the way, so I'm going to use the Abra to walk back here after this, and I'm going to go to Celadon now. And so in Celadon, you can buy an Abra. You might be thinking, because you can't get Fly in this game, is it actually worth getting an Abra? And just like teleporting around yourself so you don't have to talk to this guy? And there's a stage later on where the guy who you use to teleport around disappears as well. And so you might really be thinking at that stage, could Abra be worth it? But because this is an any percent glitchless run, Abra is banned. Using teleport is not allowed. Not allowed to use teleport, because teleport is broke in this game. If you use your own teleport, the flag is not actually set correctly to where you're supposed to go. This is where I want to use the fresh water, because I don't want to heal the full here. It ends up putting the flag to 1 higher than where you're supposed to go. And so, like, if you enter the center at Cerulean, but then you teleport, it actually puts you to Vermilion. And so you can just keep doing that forever and ever, and just end up at the Indigo Plateau straight away, as soon as you have teleport. So, not allowed. So that's part of the reason why this is a glitchless speedrun. It's okay. Primate, use Seismic Toss, good. Well, you can catch an Abra in Lavender Tower. I don't know how early you can actually catch an Abra. That might be the earliest point. I haven't actually checked. As soon as I found that that little exploit, I was just like, well, I won't be using teleport then. I really like this music. It very much suits Blue. So by the way, this is Blue. So if you haven't read the manga, Blue is the female equivalent of your rivals here. And she, in different arcs of the manga, she undergoes a lot of different development and acts really differently. But in the first chapter, in Red and Blue, she is just a complete troll. She's 100% a troll, like the entire time. So here, she gives you a power item to help you boost up your stats using her sexual prowess to win you over. But it was all a scam. It did absolutely nothing, and now you have to fight this Nidoran yourself. So the reason I want to be at low health, by the way, is I'm about to enter a double battle. And it's going to be against Blue. And she has Wartortle, which can use Protect, but I don't want it to do that. I want it to target Pikachu. So I want to be at low health and heal Pikachu on that turn in the fight. So I actually only have 1 Pokemon, so doing a double battle, you might think might not work, but it does. But yeah, oh, someone stole Squirtle from Professor Oak, by the way. I wonder who that could be. I'm supposed to go down here. Find our good friend Blue again. Here she is, trying to scam more people. And uh-oh. She's going to lure you away because you're about to ruin her scam. But off she goes! Look at her running away. That little thief. Okay, so now I've got to run after her. Oh, come on. So I'm going to go over here and ask this friendly girl for directions. Ah, she was running off to Route 8. So off I go. Haha, she's such a troll. Ah, but can't get away with it 3 times. So now she admits her crimes. Except she doesn't. Now it's time for a battle. So like I said, I only have 1 Pokemon here, so I'm going to send out Pikachu and nothing. Congrats, nothing. So I'm going to try and target Wartortle and I'll heal Pika. Alright, nice. No protect. Body Slam. Alright, no para. Good. Nice. Listen, that's not a glitch. Calm down. Calm down. There was no glitch. All I did was use a Moo Moo Milk on Pika. How could that possibly be a glitch? Okay, and so she was a little bitch and stole my badges. I do not want to play as blue. But while I'm here, I'm going to put Bulbasaur back into my party. Just heal Pika. Because I have to use Cut later on. Now, I don't actually have to teach Cut to Bulbasaur. As long as I have a Pokemon with Cut in my party, it'll work. But Bulbasaur does need to be in my party. Okay, so now I'm going to go to the Big Mart. Oh, I forgot to buy X items at Cerulean. Okay, I'll do it here. It's faster to buy them at Cerulean than to buy them here, but I'll just do it here. It's like a couple of seconds, not a big deal. Alright, so I want 2x attacks. Whoops. And 16x specials. Like, it's faster to enter a whole different mart to buy those than to go up 3 sets of stairs. Okay, then I'm gonna buy a TM for Brick Break here, which costs $0, conveniently. A few more backup revives. And then Super Pels. So Brick Break, in case you were wondering, is that attack that I use, the physical attack that I use for one trainer. Based on the fact that it is Brick Break, you can probably guess what Pokemon that move is for. I just got Bulbasaur out of the box, so I can use revives again. Okay, and so I beat that guy up and I steal his uniform. And so now going into the game corner, I open up my fashion box, which my mother gave me quite a while ago. I put on the rocket suit. And off I go. Now I'm dressed like a rocket grunt. And this guy just lets you in, but then he's just like, oh, what? I don't recognize you at all. Okay, so Raichu, I'm going to use Fake Out on this, because hopefully I'll then be able to kill it with 2 Grass Knots, and it uses double team, so if I can save a turn that way, it's super worth it. Yeah, looks like I'm gonna get him. Oh, you Slam, and it missed. Nice. Hey, cool. And then I just walk through him. Oh man, I've never noticed that before. Okay, so like I said, the light ball is useless, but now I'm going to pick up a hold item that is actually useful. Up here, there's a little magnet. So we'll equip that now. Into this fight. Okay, I'm thinking about where to use this rare candy. I might just use it like here. Yeah, like oh, geez, that's an extra 1,000 that I'd be missing. I don't know, I'll keep it for a little bit. See if I can find a better spot. What the hell?! I was supposed to go to the right wall. Whatever, I'm gonna pick this up. This is another rare candy. That was on purpose. I wanted 2 rare candies. All the way to the right wall, please. Thank you. I knew what I was supposed to do there. I just apparently wasn't paying attention. I'll use them after the next trainer. Straight down. This one. Okay, so this is the first trainer with one of the grass poisons. An old, a Gloom. So I'll check the hidden power here. Bag. Special. Conveniently, this just uses stockpile. Yeah, the disguise got you in the building. It didn't do much past that. Hello? Discharge, unfortunately, does not target all pokes in double battles, otherwise it would be useful. It doesn't do that, so it's not useful. It pretends to and then doesn't, so that's annoying. So let's see, hidden power. Normal against Gloom. So unfortunately that's not useful. I'm going to use it again, just because it's not very effective. So I didn't get one of the super effective ones against Gloom, so that's probably like, I don't know, Bug or something. Not helpful. Bug would be nice if I was fighting like an Executor at any stage of the run, but I am not, so... whatever. Whoop. Let's use those rare candies. Alright, but now I'm out of here. But I'm really, really concerned about that troll, Blue. I really like this theme. It really suits her. And now, after trolling you, she decides to troll Team Rocket. And she trolls Team Rocket very, very well. Of course, you don't understand how good of a troll she is, so you try and rescue her. But it turns out she did the old switcheroo, and now Ditto, which is now a Tauros, is just going to stamp all over him. And now I'm on top of this roof. God, she's such a troll. Alright, and now she tells you if you help her out, she'll give you your badges back. So, you decide to help her out because you want your badges back. So off I go. Whoa, where am I going, son? So over here, now she trolls them by having Ditto transform into Mew, because they all want Mew. And then she uses her Sylph Scope to look for Mew. I would like to remind everyone at this stage that that is what the Sylph Scope's purpose is. It searches for Mew. Just remember that. It'll be important, like, an hour later. But okay. And whoa, it's Mew! To beat up Mew at Double Thunderbolt. Metronome... Vice Grip, okay. Don't spoil it, Lucky. Don't spoil it. Okay, so there's a Jinx here, so Thunderbolt doesn't quite kill this Jinx, so I'm going to use Fake Out. Just so it doesn't get a turn. I got healed after that Mew, by the way. And then while you were getting rid of Team Rocket so that Blue could focus on Mew, Mew disappeared. And it turns out all she was doing was taking pictures of it to sell for money. Because she's a complete troll. But the friend that she is, she actually left you badges. Aww. Thanks, Blue. What a cutie pie. Yeah, she's not that bad. But alright, so now we got off here. Okay, so this was the Pokemon that I really wanted to talk about. Being like, this one has to be wrong. This is Porygon. So, this Porygon... So, Porygon normally is a normal type, right? It's definitely not, okay? But so, just watch this fight, and then tell me what type you think Porygon is, okay? Oh, I used the wrong attack there. I was supposed to use Fake Out. But okay, I used Grass Knot. It was not very effective. If I used Fake Out, it also would have been not very effective. So now I'm going to use Thunderbolt, and Thunderbolt is super effective, okay? What type is that Porygon? Now you might be over here saying, oh, it's like Flying Rock or something, maybe? Yeah, okay. Maybe it's Flying Rock. Except, why was Grass not normal? That doesn't make any sense. No. Maybe it's something else. Maybe it's... I don't know. Something. But then I will tell you, if I used Thunderbolt turn 1, it would have been not very effective. Now tell me what type it is. Bullshit. Like, it's no type. It just changes during the fight. But it's a Porygon, so maybe that makes sense. I fight another Porygon in the run, and I use Thunderbolt turn 1, and it's super effective. I don't understand Porygon. It makes no sense to me. But anyway, so now I fight Green again. So this fight, I actually don't have to win again. No need for me to win this fight, so I'm going to lose it on purpose. Unfortunately, I have Bulbasaur, so it's going to be a bit slow, but I got Flamethrower from Ninetales, so my health isn't that high. Marchik should be able to take me out pretty easily, and it's using Foresight like a dickhead. It's definitely not an ability, because its ability, if you were paying attention, was Trace. It traced my speed boost. That should kill. Okay. And he just overestimated me, and that fight's done. Okay, and magically I have a bike again just for this cutscene. I have no idea why. Neither does Red. But anyway, but then we run into Erica, because we were going too fast on the bike, because we just weren't used to having one. Gotta make sure to let this guy go. Let it go with this guy, so that he doesn't get mad. And the magically having a bike was, like, it's part of the cutscene. Like, if you were paying attention, Red there, he said, "Well, I magically have a bike again." Oh, so by the way, this girl right here, she gives away Fly. But if you talk to her, she's like, "Oh, yeah, I give away Fly. Except I just gave my last one to Green. Sorry about that. I'm all out." Also, I destroyed every HM that gives Fly in the entire game. So, there isn't one. But okay, so now Erica gives you Cut and tells you to go find an Eevee. So this is why I withdrew Bulbasaur earlier. So like I said, you need to have a Pokemon in your party that can actually use Cut to be able to use Cut. So Pika can't learn Cut, so I had to bring Bulbasaur back out. Okay, so even though in this cutscene it looks like Pika is about to use Cut, I promise you it can't. Because Pika comes out here, that's just because in that cutscene and that one only, that just happens. But okay. So now I start fighting the Eevee Evolutions. So ability is random here. I want to use Thunderbolt, but this might have Volt Absorb. It doesn't. Okay, good. So I can just 2-hit this with Thunderbolt. It's like a 4-hit, I believe, with Grass Knot, so sometimes 5. Good that it does not have Volt Absorb there. Yeah, so now Red thinks Eevee is an electric type, because he can identify that that's an electric type, but not that it's an Eevee. Oh ho ho, it ran away. Damn, I've never gotten an encounter there in my one practice run that I've done. That's unlucky. Ah, now it's a water type. Alright, but I'll reach level 40 for Flareon, so hopefully that one won't be a range. Cool. So yeah, then you turn out the Eevee here. It's got a microchip in it to try and force it to evolve into different things. And then you see some evil Erica faces. Turns out she was actually being a bitch, and so you go over to confront her. We'll go through this gym. And so this is why I wanted to type a hidden power type that's super effective against grass poison. Because this gym sucks. It sucks so much. Because all of the pokes are just fucking using status moves on you. And it's just dreadful. And not only are they using status moves, but the Gloom and Vileplumes, they use Teeter Dance as well. And there is not a single item up to this stage that can heal Confusion. But so what I'm going to do is, to try and avoid this Weeping Bell from getting a hit off, I'm going to use Fake Out first, and then try and kill it with Thunderbolt. But the Gloom's going to get a turn off, so hopefully it misses with Stun Spore, or just gets crit something, I don't know. Miss. No. Okay, I'm going to try and hit through this. Because, yeah, I'm faster. Good. Again, that's a really nice use of speed boost there. Because that Gloom was about to use Teeter Dance, I promise you. That was actually a really good fight. This is also why I bought, like, 1 trillion Paralyze Heals. I thought Hidden Power was bugged. Because it was normal against Grass Poison, but not very against Magneton. And Ghost and Dark would have been balanced to be normal against Steel. Okay, Growth, that's really good. Yeah, so Bug would be useful if at any stage of this run I faced an Exeggutor, but I don't. Or like an Execute. Yeah, it could still be Rock. Yeah, so I don't know exactly what it is. I know it's not useful, basically. I could have used Hidden Power to finish that off, actually, just to avoid some not very effective text. Ah well. This guy... Yeah, it could still be Dragon. Yeah, there's a few things. No, I just locked in Bug, because... Bug. Okay, so this Vileplume is probably going to take 3 hits. Oh, I really should use Hidden Power. I'm going to run out if I don't. And yeah, Teeter Dance. Here we go. Ugh, Mega Drain. It's not going to die in 3 hits now. No, I'll be fine on PP. Just Thunderbolt. Alright, snapped out. Good. Why did it use Teeter Dance again? Ugh. This is garbage. Please get through. Fuck. I'm dead. I've got revives though. Nature Power Swift. Oh, it just lived. If I hit myself and it attacks me, I'll die, so I'm gonna heal. There's my Moo-Moos are up the top. Okay, well I'm full health going into Erica at least. But you see why I wanted a hidden power, like, that's super effective against these guys. Like, there are other, like, Vileplumes and Victreebels after this gym as well, but, like, this gym especially, there's just so many. And now Erica demands that you give the Eevee back because she's apparently evil. Bag. Double X special. Sweet Scent. Ugh. He usually uses Stun Spore. Double Sweet Scent would be awesome, but that would have been great if I had a hidden power. And there's Stun Spore. So this time I am going to heal that para. Sweet Scent again. Alright. I think this will die to hidden power. Yeah. So now I've got 1 for Gloom and 2 for Vileplume. Now, Erica is being genuinely evil at this stage, but it is all a ruse, because everyone in this game is a master ruseman. That's a crit. What?! That wasn't a crit?! How did that get so close to killing? Jesus. My special attack must be much better than I thought. Alright, nice, got through. Whatever. I do not want light screen. I haven't fought any extra trainers, but I did get that 1 extra rare candy, I guess. But yeah, then she takes out the Eevee. And then she's like, yeah, I'm gonna put it down because it's just about to die. But then you save the Eevee, which also heals you, apparently. But then it turns out Erica was just being nice. She just wanted to find the Eevee because she knew it was Team Rocket's project. And she was just testing you out to make sure you'll get nice and big and strong to help take him out. What a friend. Forgot to go straight to the nickname screen. And then she gives you this item, the lens. So the lens lets you see exactly what your IVs are, and EVs as well. Unfortunately, that's after hidden power, so not much of a use to me at this stage. Is obviously useful when you're just, you know, casually playing through the game or whatever, though. I wonder who this mysterious woman is, who's clearly a part of Team Rocket. Yep. Okay, but now I can go, where am I going? This way. You don't get to see, there's a person in this game, by the way, whose name is Martha. That's Brock up there, by the way. If I talked to him there, he would give me a Geodudes. But I don't need one of them. There's an NPC called Martha who will block your way if you try and go somewhere a bit early. They're a huge troll. If you see some of their dialogue, but no dialogue from Martha this time. I'm going to switch Eevee to slot 2 here while I do this spinner pass. I probably shouldn't have just run through that grass, but whatever. But there are a couple more double battles afterwards, and so Eevee, just because it's a higher level, getting less levels is better to have in slot 2. How did I do so much to Vileplume but miss the Hitmonchan range? That's garbage. Ah, whoops. I was supposed to use a super repel when I passed that trainer. I knew I was supposed to do something. So it would have been fine to walk through that grass. Oh well. Not a big deal. I'll just use the super repels. Actually, no, there's a walker after this. I'll do the super repels then. I think there's a walker, like, here? Yeah, bag. Supers. Look at those fun little happy dodoos. Okay, Pidgeot down. So now it's just fighting a few trainers. I need to get strength to go south from Fuchsia City. So I'm heading over here to go to Diglett's Cave, which is in a slightly different position. But that's Diglett's Cave, just right there. Which does take me back to Pewter City, though. So I don't think I could have a hidden power that's good against Nidoqueen. So I'm just going to Grass Knot that. But if I had, like, say, Ice or Psychic here, Hidden Power would do more and potentially one hit. It's a range anyway, though, so, like, because Grass Knot is 80 power, but 120, it probably would have got that based on the range that I just see there. I should have... No. That was the right decision. Don't worry about it. But I am going to Hidden Power Diglett, because I... Yeah, I'm going to Hidden Power Diglett. So hopefully it's not something that's not very effective against Diglett. I don't think it can be, though. Oh, hopefully it's not Rock. Because that would not kill this Diglett. Okay, it's normal against Diglett. So it's not Rock. It's maybe like Bug or Dragon. But oh, it's this guy who we're just going to call Mister. Who's getting owned by those Digletts, apparently. But so we're going to help him through this cave. Oh, up here. Find this old Amber here. This young chap. Or this old chap, I should say, because he calls you a young chap. Young lad. I've got so much energy. He's just a lowly researcher there. Nah, it can't be Steel. Because it was neutral against Voltorb. Bug or Dragon, I think, are the only two left. But oh, the museum's on fire. So, gotta go help the museum. Not use more repels. The museum's on fire, so there's Magmars in there who have set the museum alight. Yeah, over here there are a couple of Magmars, and so I've got to get rid of these Magmars so that I can save that little girl. And they're going outrageous. But so I lure that one into the hole, but that's not going to work on the second one. So what I've got to do is, I've got to go over here and get a burnt rock. And then I can distract it with a burnt rock. By the way, if I talked to like some of that fire, it would burn my entire party. So don't talk to the fire. And then I can just jump over that rock suddenly. Uh-oh, but he's mad. Now I've got to fight this Magmar. Now this Magmar, if it has really high stats, could actually kill me. So hopefully that does not happen. Oh, hooly dooly. I am at lower health than I thought. It can definitely kill me. Do not use... That's going to kill. Alright. Revive it is. And now he uses Confuse Ray, you son of a bitch. I should have sent out Eevee and just killed with Bite, hey. Get him, B! Alright, well let's use Hidden Power to finish off this Magmar, just so we can confirm what Hidden Power this is. Oh, it's normal, it's bloody Dragon, dude. I should have used it against Dratini. And then she can just jump over the rock too. But alright, so he gives you strength and the old Amber. What a genuine friend he is. He's such a nice guy. Whoa, it's Giovanni! Who's that? And then he's such a friend though, that this Magmar was about to come after me, and he just completely killed the Magmar. Well, it's just frozen. Oh, now it's dead. I'll see you later. Now the museum's good as new. Conveniently. Alright, so now I can go back to Fuchsia. The one thing I don't like about this route is how many marks I have to take. So, I'm going to jump in here and buy some netballs. Whoa, not dive. Though dive might work, but I haven't been able to confirm it. I'm going to buy netballs. But here goes, and then I can strength away these boulders. And then she tells me that I'm too strong. And then, alley-oop, I'm going to jump underwater. But okay, I'm looking here for a Krabby. Hey look, it's a Krabby. Just going to chuck netballs at this. Nice. So that's the only Pokemon I have to catch in the run. That's the only Pokemon I'm going to catch in the run. Why do I have to catch a Krabby? Well, you'll see in like 20 seconds. Maybe not 20 seconds, maybe like a minute. Okay, I'm going to put Repels back on. That's why I took the Repels off, by the way, to catch that Krabby. And then I'm going to get Surf. Heyo! I got Surf. Except a Dragonite comes and steals it from me. Dragonite stole my fucking Surf. Alright. So now I'm pissed, because a Dragonite just fucking stole my Surf. That's pretty bullshit. So I'm gonna go up here. And the Dragonite's still running away. And it's still running away. What a troll. Not this time, though. Yes, at least I have HP Dragon. Unfortunately, Thunderbolt does more damage anyway. Alright, so now I try and corner the Dragonite underwater with Pikachu, but it gets mad, and now it's about to destroy me. Someone save me! Ho ho! It's Misty with Gyarados, who saves me. Unfortunately, the Dragonite damaged the HM for Surf, so even though she's given it back, it doesn't work anymore. But she's like, I'll give you a Gyarados if you trade me a Krabby. So I have to have a Krabby to trade to her for a Gyarados. Now I have Gyarados. And now suddenly the HM works again! So now we surf down here and we're off to Seafoam. Okay, cool. But now I'm actually going to teach Surf, because conveniently, Pika can learn Surf! So I'm going to get rid of Grass Knot, because Surf is always better than Grass Knot, because there's like no water grounds in this game. And now I have pretty much the only two moves that I need to use, which are Thunderbolt and Surf, for the rest of the game. Talk to this girl because she heals me. Now into Seafoam Islands. Here. Oh yeah, Pika can learn Strength as well, so it's also my Strength user, but obviously I don't actually teach it that. Went one too far there. Whoa, it's Articuno! But turns out Team Rocket were just using me as a trap to catch Articuno. So now they send out their extremely powerful Slowbro. It's not very powerful. Pika's a beast at this stage. Okay. Oh, where am I going? Left. And this way. Then this way. More repels. And then some more trainers. And so now we get to see Surf immediately has uses just everywhere. Like, Grass Knot would do more damage against, like, Golem and whatever, but you just don't need to use it against Golem. Surf kills anyway. And there are a bunch of Pokemon that Surf is more useful than Grass Knot against, like the Nidoking, Nidoqueen that you saw before, that Grass Knot's just neutral against, etc. Surf is just very good. There's also, like, some fire types that Thunderbolt doesn't kill, that Surf does. It's just an awesome move for Pika. A couple of input drops there, which is a bit annoying. Okay, so now you start to get a bit more lore about some of the Team Rocket grunts. There are a lot of optional NPCs you can talk to get a lot more out of it, but this is some of the forced, I guess, lore. This guy here. He has orders to eliminate us. We were a little kid. But after the fight, he starts to have some regrets after fighting me, because he doesn't actually really want to beat up a little kid. He's trying to support his family, but he's having some moral conflict. But it turns out Team Rocket actually have self-destruct chips set inside them. And he doesn't want to be killed. So he jumps into the freezing water and kills himself. I mean, takes a nice, long, relaxing swim. Yeah, but you can, like, talk to his daughter and his, I think, like, partner later on as well. But obviously I'm not going to be doing that because speedrun. Okay, yeah, these guys. I hate these guys. Probably should have done that a bit differently. Those are both walkers, and I'm just so scared of hitting either of them. So just bag minute all of them. Okay, so moving on. Oh, where am I going? I thought the battle was right there. No, I go up and then down. Okay, whoops. So this is a double battle. So this is one of the places where if Discharge actually targeted both pokes, it would be great, and I would use it in this fight. But it doesn't. So just Thunderbolt everything singularly. Okay, and so that's the end of the Seafoam Island segment. Red acts like he loses this battle for some reason. There are quite a few battles where Red acts like he loses, but you actually have to win them anyway. But Articuno comes to your rescue here, but it does so by revealing its position. But even though you feel really bad for Articuno doing that, you just piss off. See you later. And continue off to Cinnabar Island. It's Team Rocket again. But so they're looking for Blaine, who was a scientist for them, but he betrayed them. He betrayed Team Rocket. And so Blaine wants me to create a diversion, and so I'm going to get these flowers, these dry leaves that are just very dry, and this volcanic rock over here, and now I can create a diversion. So what diversion do you think I could make with those? If you guessed fire, you were correct. We'll now be able to create a fire. And then Red quite accurately says, why the hell didn't you just use your fire-type Pokemon to make a fire? And he's just like, there's no time to explain. But okay, so now there's more fire. But it turns out this is actually a Moltres. Hello? Go fight the Moltres. Ugh, Endure. What an arsehole. Alright, I can finish this off with Hidden Power Dragon, though, which won't be super effective. Thank God for that. But yeah, once again I win, but it kind of acts like I lost. But my old Amber showed up, and so Blaine identifies that, and so he says to go to his lab to revive it, because it'll be a Pokemon that can actually beat Moltres. So now we can go in here. Yeah, no, you can't catch those scripted wilds. Like I said earlier on in the run, if you throw a ball at them, they just dodge it. Hello? Bag. Special. So unfortunately a lot of the Raichus use double team. Hello? God, the amount of dropped inputs. I always forget how many there are on the fight menu. Alright, got that first try. We're gonna drought. Alright, drought, so can't surf now, so I'll have to use Thunderbolt and go for the range. Nice, got it. Okay, and yes, another Vileplume. This asshole. Alright, that's a good range. I might be able to 2-hit. Ooh, fully paralyzed. Really good. Really good. Skipper getting T to dance there. Ah, I didn't get the range though. Piece of shit. Should have gone for Fake Out. Alright, nice. Got through Confusion. Okay, another Walker here. With insane range, so just gonna bag Manip. Like I said, like a lot of the Walkers in this game, they just have range that's like... or like 10 tiles. Like they can see you like 3 tiles off screen. And then just over here and go into Blaine's gym. Blaine's gym. What am I talking about? Blaine's lab. Talk to this. Insert the old Amber. And that gives me an Aerodactyl. Now Aerodactyl would be able to beat Moltres, but obviously I don't need it. I'd just rather use Pika. No, I did not need to do that. Because they looked up. Yes. So now I come back and fight Moltres again. Okay, so now I have to go... after this, there's a really long... one of the longest cutscenes in the game, I guess. There's a large amount of dialogue. But I've now got to go to Saffron. This is the point of the game where the Abra guy disappears. So unfortunately I can't teleport. I've got to do a long run all the way to get to Saffron. Let's make a Volcano badge. So it turns out Team Rocket now have all 3 birds. Also, apparently I don't know Giovanni's name again. Blue and green are trying to get into Saffron as well, but with no luck. See, they're trying to fly over as well. But unfortunately, there's a barrier, so they can't get through. So yeah, I can't teleport, so I've got to do a long walk. I went too early there, but I don't think it matters. Yeah, we just gotta go this way, around here, up here. And Pallet Town feels really empty. But luckily there's one person that I recognize, Professor Oak. Except Professor Oak sounds a lot like Ikadabra. Because it is! So then Green flat out tells you once you tell him that Team Rocket's, you know, in Saffron and whatever, and that they've taken everyone from Pallet Town, he's going to straight out fucking kill these guys because they took people from Pallet Town. He doesn't care about anything except that they took from Pallet Town. Like, he's mad as hell right now. Okay, so up we go. More repels. Come on, Pidgey, be a friend? No friend. So, like I said, hitting that spinner earlier in Viridian Forest, now I don't have to worry about hitting the spinner, so I can just run through. I would still have to pass him, like, 3 or 4 more times or something. But because I've already hit him, I can just run past. Okay, and now at Pewter, I'm going to go into the mart again, because there's more useful items. Now I can... Whoa, hello, talk to the guy. I can buy... elixirs, so I'm going to buy 2 of those. And I'm also going to buy Pokedolls. I'm going to buy max 13 of those. I think I'm supposed to do something here. Why did I open the bag? I could have just selected that. I'm going to teach Brick Break here. That might be what it is. But I don't need Hidden Power anymore. Luckily, I don't have to go through Mount Moon. I can just cut over here. Okay, almost there. Then go down. And right, and into Saffron. Well, first we gotta talk to this guy. Our good friend Green. blue just continues to troll. So, green finds out that there's a Mr. Mime in there with his Golduck. And then red comes up with the idea that together with green, if Pika uses Substitute, Pika can get in there. And so now I'm Pikachu. And I'm inside here and I'm looking for Mr. Mime. No more of those. And look, I found Mr. Mime. So this is one of the scripted wilds. There's several more scripted wilds in the game. In fact, you might be able to guess the amount. It's 13 left in the run. Now I can't run away from these, but I can use a Pokédoll. And that ends the battle. And that's faster than killing them. So Pokédolls end up being very useful for the rest of the run. Remember, that is not a glitch. Silph Scope is meant to catch Mew. It is meant to identify Mew and see where it is. Using Pokédolls on wilds, not a glitch. So, okay. Now I'm in Saffron, so I just have to trigger this cutscene because I can't progress if I don't. But now, you can also end those battles by using Roar, and before I found out you could buy Pokédolls, that was going to be my idea, because Aerodactyl actually already knows Roar. And just roar them away. The Dragonite that I fought earlier also can use Dragon Tail, that also ends the battle straight away. So, like, there was clearly ideas, like, done, that can just end the battle. Otherwise. So... Alright, Thunderbolt this. Oh! No, I did the wrong thing there. I was supposed to use an Elixir turn 1. I'll just use one turn 2, it's not a big deal. But it would have been slightly faster to use one turn 1. Because I could have skipped this using Bite. Also, I have no... God damn it. Oh, I definitely should have done it turn 1, hey. Couldn't you just trust that I was going to have it? And now it's using Surf on me. God damn it. Ugh, don't go into the bag. Okay, so unfortunately Eevee does get 1 level, but not a big deal. That's the last double fight of the run. And so just in case you thought those self-destruct ships that the other guy was talking about were just a troll, Sabrina confronts this guy and terminates him. There he goes. Some absolute yikes right there. Alright, so follow green up here. Yeah, if you haven't read the manga, there are some pretty dark themes. There are some extra things in this ROM hack that are not in the manga that are even darker, but they're optional, so you won't see them. Like the, I won't spoil too much, because you might want to play this game and experience it for yourself, but the one I'll mention is, there is one guy who is, a cannibal, and tries to kill you, and eat you. But anyway, I set up on this Vileplume, who's going to Teeter Dance, of course. Alright, got through that one. Nice, got through both. That's really good. Jeez, hitting that Vileplume range was really risky. I think I'm actually supposed to fake out that first. Okay, so we're getting towards the end of the game now. This is chapter 24, and like I said, that's 29. Uh-oh, fell into the trap there. There's a switch. Up here, get the card key. Open. This way. What? Get this guy. I can't remember if I have any revives left. Just to be safe, I'm going to pick up this max revive here. Like, it's right there, so it's not a big deal. Okay. Okay, so this guy's not a problem, but a few of the trainers in here are a bit trolly. I've just got to make sure I actually do the movement correctly first, because, like I said, I've done one practice run of this game, so... And, you know, this is, you know, a completely different layout to anything that I'm kind of used to, so... Over here, and then the card key is in between these trees. Back this way. Okay, so this trainer has a Clefable which uses Metronome. So, obviously Metronome can do anything, so... Hopefully don't get bullshit here. Charge, that's fine. In my one test run, that Clefable actually did use that exact move. It used Fissure, but you're unaffected because you're a higher level. But obviously something like, you know, Explosion would be awful. Even, you know, little troll moves like Disable would be pretty shit. Okay. And this is another Raichu, who again is probably going to use Double Team. Oh, Agility. That's fine, I'll still outspeed. Thanks, Speed Boost. So another reason, by the way, that Substitute is almost worth it as a move to teach is because if you have a Substitute up, the Speed Boost time waste is like a second less every turn that you have a substitute up. Up. Down this way. Oh, I should have talked to that trainer, whatever. Okay, so this trainer is free, but the next guy is the trainer that I taught Brick Break for. His name is Knob, and he is a self-described knob. If you do not go into this fight prepared, he will PP stall you to fucking hell. Yo, I'm not a part of Team Rocket, I am just a huge jerk. So this is what I taught Brick Break for. As I said, Chansey. Hi, Chansey. Bag. 2x attacks. Chansey is going to use Substitute. After Substitute is up, it is going to spam Soft Boiled and Recover. And so even though you might expect Chansey to have really high defense, unless I put on 2x attacks, I do not kill, even with a super effective Brick Break. Even then, it's still a range. But that does enough so that Substitute won't activate at least. So yeah, like, if I went into this fight without, like, X items, and without Brick Break on Pika, it would just... I would never end. Alright, I got the second one. Don't need Wild Charge. But now we meet our first non-troll of Silphco, which is this girl here who heals me. Very convenient. Thanks, Pony. And then Red gets trapped by Surge. Okay, so now you can start doing different... This is the like where you can do the secondary chapters playing as green as blue as well. But again, I'm going to say no to that. You can do like their part of Silphco in here as well. But nah, no need for that. Speedrun, bitch. Do not want to play as blue. So you don't get to see blue fight Sabrina at all, unfortunately. Even though Red is supposed to be the master battler, it's really green and blue who use really clever tricks in battles. Like, just pretending to be dead. Red just kind of charges in and hopes things works out. Well, luckily they kind of do. So I have to pick the right Voltorb here to put down the barricade. Luckily it's always the one at the bottom right, so you just take that out. And now it's time to fight Surge. So Surge here, you won't be able to tell without me telling you, but he's going to use another variant Pokemon. That is from the manga, this one. Like, it's not like Kangaskid, kind of creative liberty. This one's from the manga. And it's actually faster than Pikachu. Well, faster than Pika right now. But I'm going to set up on Surge as well, so... By the time I've set up my 2x specials, the speed boost will make me faster than it. But, yeah, he's going to lead with... Dun-dun-dun-dun-dun... Voltorb Gun. No para? Good. No para? Yes, it's literally canon. What? It has extreme speed! Oh, I did not know that. Okay, I do have one revive left. I was thinking, what if something has a priority move as well? Maybe I should heal. Wow. Good thing I have extra X specials, yeah, as well. I only buy 2 extra though, so... Alright, that's better. That's much better. Much better. No! Alright, here we go. So yeah, yes, there's lots of Voltorbs in that. You can get your own Voltorb gun in the game by giving 6 Voltorbs to a scientist in Silphgate. But yeah, it's very, very, very fast. And has extreme speed, apparently. I don't know exactly what Voltorb gun stats are, because I didn't look at them. Because all that was relevant to me was how fast it is. And you outspeed, so, like after the with speed boost. So that's all I really needed to know. There is one more unique Pokemon coming up after this, though, that I did specifically check exactly what its base speed is. And I just checked my Pika's speed there, and I do have an Eevee fast enough to outspeed it at +1. Because sometimes you don't even outspeed at +1, it's that fast. And if you've read the manga, you'll probably be able to guess what that Pokemon is. But if you haven't, well, stay tuned. Alright, so move up here and fight Koga. So Koga's not as much of a threat. He does have Muck, which won't die in one hit, but all the rest of his will. And Muck hopefully just does something really stupid. Yeah, here's Muck. Yeah, Curse, that's fine. I hope I'm going to get level 53 before the top. Yeah, I think I will. I think I'll just get 53 before the top. Yeah. I think I'll just get there, because I fight one more trainer who's got 3 pokes. And so green shoves him out the window, and then green flies after him on Charizard. So I've got to make sure to say no to playing as green. Conveniently gives you the badge. Nope. Off we go. Okay, head up these stairs, and then talk to Jess here, who gives me the card key. And up here. Whew. Yeah, I get a free heal pretty soon, so my Thunderbolt PP will be fine. Yeah, so with level 53, I think I should get a 2-hit at the top here. God, my special attack isn't actually that great. My speed is somehow higher than my special attack. Oh, that's right, I'm a hasty nature. I completely forgot about that. I was just thinking about my IVs. Right, so it makes sense that I have higher speed than special attack then. Okay, so then up here, and then get this item, which is the plate device. Whoa, it's Sabrina. That evil bitch. And so I go to attack Sabrina, of course. But Pikachu won't do it. Because it turns out this is actually blue, because she is a Master Ruseman. She's got the last badge, but she won't give it to you without you giving her the Moonstone that you got in Mount Moon. And so you trade. Uh-oh, the real Sabrina. Who... Thank you, yeah, you insert all 7 badges, but it does nothing. So then Blue takes it off you, because it turns out the badges that she gave you back were fakes, because she is an absolute troll. Oh Blue. And so then she just runs off with it. But then yeah, Sabrina somehow now has all 3 birds. But these birds, again, they're scripted wilds, and so it's back to Pokédoll time. I could just one-hit all of these with Thunderbolt, but it's like, it's 1 second faster for each to use the Pokédoll. Okay, and so now, after defeating all the birds, Blue puts in all the real badges and tries to create the new Pokemon that she wants. But it turns out it doesn't actually create a new Pokemon, it fuses those Pokemon together. So this is the Pokemon that I was talking about, Zapmolkuno. It has base speed of 220. It is ridiculously fast. So if I don't have 154 speed at this stage, even after one speed boost, it would still outspeed me. But I have really good speed, so I'll beat it. And because I'm level 53, I should just be able to two-hit it with Thunderbolt. Yes, Blue fainted because... spoilers, she doesn't like birds. But then all the good gym leaders came to our rescue. They've got everyone surrounded, so now all I've got to do is take out this absolute beast of a Poke. I have to run all the way around to talk to Sabrina, so then just get put back in the cutscene at the same spot. So okay, here we go. Zapmolkuno. Blizzard? Ugh, that's not good. Are you kidding? Are you kidding? Are you kidding? Unbelievable. Of course it did. It's using Sky Attack. Yeah, Leech Seed. I'll definitely get it with 2-hit now with Leech Seed though. You see how much health I just got back from that little Leech Seed as well? That thing's got some crazy stats. But anyway, I'm done. Yeah, I could use Fake Out so I would be faster straight away, but... like, as long as it doesn't freeze me with Blizzard, it's just a waste of a turn. But, like, I use Fake Out if I'm too slow to outspeed at +1. But again, yeah, that guy who, you don't know who that is. The Soulnet activated. You have to play at Green's story to find out who that was. Green's chapter in there. That was, the president of Sylph, who's now dead. Sorry, mate. Yeah, so yeah, Team Rocket all taken down. Whoa! Except what was that? Misty somehow intuitively knows that came from Cerulean City. Oh, so yeah, by the way, there are kind of items like that that are completely impossible to get into the game. If you do pick them up, our old mate Abra came back, by the way. Like, if you put on walk through walls and pick them up, They're pretty much all called a magical stick, which is an item for cheaters. Anyway, I'll put super repels back on now. And now head over to try and find out what is causing a disturbance in Cerulean City. So do not go into that first cave. Do not do that. If you go into that first cave, you will die. There is a guy in there who's like the mirror reflection of you, and he has level, I'm not kidding, level 255 Pokemon. So he will completely destroy me if I try and fight him. I did beat him before though, but with a slightly better team. Whoa! It's Mewtwo. Luckily, I have the Pokédoll. I'm still burnt. I should have healed. Like at the center. Okay, Mewtwo apparently didn't like that Pokédoll, and he's so mad that he's parrying me for fun. Whoops-a-daisies. Yeah, so this Mewtwo, by the way, if the Pokédoll didn't work, like, again, I would use Roar with Aerodactyl, but if that didn't work, Mewtwo would actually generally outspeed me as well, and one-hit me with Psychic. If it chose it, but it's a wild Pokemon, so it uses random moves, and its other three moves don't do any damage. So it'd be a really, really stupid random point in the run, because I've actually got to fight Mewtwo 3 times here. So there's some more wild Pokemon who kind of get mad and start attacking me as well. Yeah, so that guy who has level 255s, the way I beat him, by the way, there's a Pokemon, I think it's called Marin in this game. It's a completely new Pokemon, but it's water type and its ability is Wonder Guard. I found it by accident in one of the optional chapters, but it can stall most of his Pokemon because they just can't attack it, just with Toxic. I also used the free Geodudes that Brock gives you, because he has a Pikachu as well, with an electric move, to stall him with Toxic. Yeah, if it outspeeds, yeah, you can fake out, and so that was one of the first things. I didn't heal again! I really should have healed, that I would have done, but you don't one-hit with Thunderbolt after a fake out on Mewtwo anyway, so the Pokédoll is really useful. No, you can't regular run away from the wilds. Okay, so Blaine's first Pokemon for some reason is really weak. If I don't heal at some stage here, I'm going to die in this fight. How much does Burn do? I have no more revives at this stage. What's his third poke? Magma, okay. Yes, the massive irony of that should have had burn heals going into Blaine. No. But I don't have burn heals. And you can't buy full heals until, like, after Sabrina, which is really annoying. Fuck! I do not like that it just used Sunny Day. I'm gonna attack it once. Fucking kill me, you dickhead. Ugh. No, alright, gonna heal again. See, Surf's not going to kill now because the sun's up. Thunderbolt's probably a range. Could have used Fake Out. That would have been smart. I got the range. Sunlight faded. Alright. Ugh. Arcanine didn't die. Alright. Well, that was a much slower fight than that's supposed to be. Goddamn burn. Fucking Zap Molkuno. Big time loss. Alright, now into the third cave. Wait, no! What am I doing? No. Mewtwo first. Ugh. So then Blaine gives you the Master Ball. Deep lore with Blaine. Okay, Mewtwo is somewhere in here. Oop. Little shortcut here. And now the third Mewtwo battle. And Pokédoll once again. Doo-doo-doo-doo-doo. And so you give Mewtwo to Blaine, because Blaine created Mewtwo and has Mewtwo's DNA inside him, so they end up calming down and being real good friends. Now, you never actually find the name of this person in this game, but that is Yellow. An absolute cutie pie. But she was there at the start of the game, and you could interact with her. But I'm just going to get rid of these Slowpokes here, who are surprisingly fast. I'm just going to take this Senna right here, just because I'm sick of being burnt. I have to buy full heals at some stage, so I may as well do that now as well, just in case some other bullshit happens. Okay, after Viridian... So I'm gonna duck in here, I'm gonna buy... full heals. I'll just buy a few more elixirs. And I'll buy a couple of revives as well in case some really weird stuff happens. I shouldn't die anywhere else in the rest of the run. Okay, up here. And into Viridian Forest. Oop, where am I going? So yeah, again, because I hit that spinner earlier, I don't have to worry about him here, otherwise I would. But so I don't know how people couldn't find yellow, because she's just right there in front of a conspicuously out-of-place Dragonair. And so now we're going to be a friend and get Yellow her first Pokemon. Which is this Rattata. And so while she catches that Rattata, I'm going to fend off this Arbok, which just came out of the trees. Yeah, Yellow doesn't get quite as interesting a first poke as Red does. Like, Poliwag's a bit more interesting than Rattata, I would say. But she's really happy, and that's what matters. But now that I've got Yellow, take her back to her family. So there's an Officer Jenny on the case looking for Yellow, but Officer Jenny's method of dealing with the situation is to do nothing. Because she thinks that Yellow is just looking for attention, and she'll just come back by herself. Which is why you had to take it upon yourself to actually do something. Go down here, talk to the dead. See? Told you she'd be back. Just wanted the attention. And so for saving Yellow, you get the HM4 Rock Smash, which allows me to actually go into the Viridian Gym. And you're looking for strong trainers before going to the Indigo League, so kill two birds with one stone, off to the gym. Now remember how I said that this game actually has glitches? Well, I told you about the teleport one, but there's another one that you can do here in this gym. So this gym, in case you, spoilers, don't know, the gym leader of the Viridian Gym is Giovanni. Now, Giovanni is actually, in the manga, like, they make him out to actually be a good trainer. Like, it's not just he's strong and he's got good pokes, he's got, like, good, like, physical prowess as well. Like, part of him is, like, in the battle with Red, is talking about the time it takes to, like, react to Pokeballs and this kind of thing. So the way this fight starts is, he sends out 6 Pokeballs and you have to fight one of them. So 5 of these Pokeballs will status your entire team with a different status. Like, one puts them all to sleep, one paralyzes all of them, one freezes all of them, etc. But the one that I'm going to fight, because I don't want statuses, is the Beedrill. The Beedrill does damage. So it does 60 damage to all of your pokes. Now, if you've played Gen 3, and you know how glitches in Gen 3 work, more Emerald than Fire Red Leaf Green, you immediately will be able to figure out where I'm going with this. You can kill your entire team with this, send out, as long as you had a poke that isn't in your party anymore, index-wise, question mark, question mark, question mark, and Glitzer Pop, using that Beedrill incredibly easily. Obviously this is a glitchless run, so I'm not going to be doing that. But yeah, it's very, very doable. It's also possible in this fight, if you die, this happens if you Glitzer Pop off that as well, because it doesn't work off the Beedrill, but you can poke it all away from the Beedrill, and then you die to this fight here, to the Giovanni fight. If you die to this fight, like, it's slower for me to do that than to win in this stage. But if you die to this fight, you respawn here again. You respawn just in the Viridian Gym, like right next to Giovanni. And I have to fight Giovanni twice. But if I die the first time... So what happens here from winning is... He says, oh, you're too slow. Beedrill comes out of the tree and attacks me. And then Giovanni goes to the back of the gym and I have to fight him a second time. But if I lose the first time, he stays there because this cutscene doesn't play, and I can just talk to him again, and that activates the second fight. But then that makes this cutscene afterwards a little bit screwy. But yes, you can just teleport to the Elite Four anyway. So in a glitch run, you probably wouldn't see Glitzer popping using that visual. But I thought I may as well just explain that so you guys can get some of the deep strats. But yeah, not getting away. Now we chase after Giovanni. Here he is. Whoa! Here he is. And so now he uses his actual type, which is ground. But luckily I have Surf. Nice, got the Nidoqueen range. But I'm right near the end of the game anyway, so... Like, this is the 28th chapter, and there's 29 in the game, so... We're getting right towards the pointy end now. There's still... The last chapter is the longest one. Like, this run... I think it might be sub 4. It'll be really close to sub 4. We'll see. World record, by the way, because I've done one run before, is 4:10 point something. Was the one practice run I got left. So I'm on world record pace right now, guys. Get hype. Alright, so now Red falls asleep. And whoa, who are these guys? But Giovanni says to shut down Team Rocket. Prognosis. His skin is intact and hair hasn't fallen off, so he's alive. Unfortunately, you didn't take Giovanni's badge, but oh well, it doesn't really matter. But so now the Indigo League is open, the last chapter. Whoop. Now I already took the mark, so I don't have to do that. Off we go. Okay, so the Indigo League, so this works like it does in the manga as well. So Red has to beat a huge amount of trainers in the preliminaries. So here's Mr. Fan Club, by the way, who is an annoying little shit and ends up getting banned from the Indigo Plateau. See you later, dude. So there's a bunch of other trainers and I have to beat them all to get into the semi-finals. So it's basically a long stretch, kind of like Victory Road. But if I leave here at all, I have to fight all the trainers again. So it's more like the Elite 4, except it's like the Elite 10? Can't remember how many trainers there are here. It might be 9. Ugh, endure, asshole. Oh yeah, so this is Kangaskoo. You haven't seen one of these yet. So this is a male Kangaskhan that doesn't have a parent. Who, there's some deep lore about Kangaskoo in this game. The Kangaskhan that I fought earlier in the run, that one in Viridian Forest, if you interact with that Kangaskhan, you can fall asleep and go to the land of Kangaskhan, where there's Kangaskoo and Kangaskhan, and that's like where they breed and actually work out. But okay, most of these trainers are... Oh, these trainers, by the way, this is Alyssa. This is the girl from Brock's gym. Remember the psycho who said she was beautiful so she can't lose? That was her. All of these trainers are generally refights of people that you've seen along the way. So this guy, he is... Yusei. Do you remember this guy? He was from Mount Moon. He's the explosion guy. Yeah! Love this dude. Luckily, he doesn't just know Explosion at this stage. He knows other moves, and he likes to not use Explosion, so if I X Special, I'll go for Screech instead. Okay, this Surf's probably going to be a range on the Electrode there. Yeah, I can get it. Light Stream's no big deal. Useless crit, alright. Up here, this guy is Carrot. He was on Route 3. I didn't actually fight him though, he was an optional. So this is actually the first time I've seen him. Yeah, Brick Break is useless at this stage. So is Fake Out. But you don't need anything except Thunderbolt and Surf. Like, Thunderbolt and Surf just do everything. If I had Hidden Power still, it could be useful if it was a different type, but Dragon is not useful at all at this stage. No, you don't refight Knob, luckily. Otherwise, I would still need Brick Break. And I'd probably need more X attacks as well. Okay, so I've used 10 Thunderbolts, so I'm going to Elixir here. I'm going to heal as well. I just got to heal at some stage, so I may as well do it now. God, I have 5 Elixirs. That's way more than enough. I probably should have bought more Revives. Like, bought 1 less Elixir and a couple more Revives. But I really shouldn't die. There is one more trainer that I could die to, but I really shouldn't. A little bit of time waste there getting Snatch. Not a big deal there. Yeah, so there are a few trainers here who are just optional, who they'll still pretend that they've seen you before. So like this next guy, Sheldon, he insists that he has a perfect memory and remembers you talking to his friend Penny from earlier, but I didn't talk to him, so he's talking absolute bullshit. And then he has a bunch of cat Pokemon. Yeah. XD. Alright. So getting towards the final ones now. There's one more on this route. Duncan. I think this Machamp might be a range, but I'm not going to bother using Fake Out. If he gets a turn, he gets a turn. Nice, got it. Okay, so this guy's free now. And so after this I move into Victory Road. Oh, by the way, this is a completely different Pokemon. This is one of the, like, new designs. It's pretty much the only one that you see that isn't, like, kind of a variation of what you might know. Like, that's just completely new. It kind of just looks like a Jigglypuff with a leaf. I don't actually know what that is. Thunderbolt's super effective, so whatever. It dies. I've seen a fair amount of the, like, completely new Pokemon in this game, because I did, like, a bunch of the optional post-game chapters as well. But I've never seen that one. I don't know where that's from. But anyway, so yeah, moving into Victory Road, there's a few more trainers left. The very next fight is the worst of the ones that are left. And it's the entire reason that I bought full heals. And it's one of the only other fights, where am I going, as well, where Substitute would be useful. If I got Substitute, I would not need full heals. But here we go. Ooh, who's this? He's a participant from Pallet Town. He's grey! Can you believe it? There's even more people from Pallet Town. Yeah, so this guy, he's got Eevee and 5 Eevee Evolutions. All of them have Substitute and Swagger. And they spam that shit. They spam that shit hard. So I get rid of Eevee because it spams it more. I'm going to set up on Vaporeon, because Vaporeon, hopefully, can use Giga Impact. There's Swagger. Alright, Giga Impact. Cool. And so now I can full heal to get rid of the confusion and kill. That's a perfect fight. This run also gets to remain true glitchless because it didn't use Substitute and then Giga Impact. Because remember how I told you that Substitute's kinda fucky in this game? And that if you use Substitute, they hit through your Substitute? Well, if they use Substitute, then you actually have something that when they do damage, takes the damage for you. Like, if it uses Substitute there and then Giga Impact, my Substitute gets broken. But their Substitute still remains there, even though I don't have a Substitute, so... That didn't happen though, so this is still glitchless. Okay, so I'll need one more elixir that I'll just use after this fight. That was a really good fight. Happy with that one. Elixir. Halt, it's another trainer. Who's this guy? It's another person from Pallet Town, whose name is Brown. Okay, so Brown uses a more diverse team. It's just kind of whatever pokes work. Like, it's not just all ground types or whatever. Out comes Starmie. Thunderbolt would kill that, but just so I don't have to use another Elixir, I'm just going to use Surf. Because I'm going to use exactly 15 Thunderbolts. If in the next fight there's a Ninetales, if it has Drought, I have to use more Thunderbolts. So just to make sure. Bag. Special. Sweet Scent, really good. Hello? So who do you guys think the next trainer is going to be? If we've had Grey and we've had Brown. Because there's one more trainer in Victory Road. Well, actually, technically, they're just after Victory Road. Oh, crap. I had enough Thunderbolt PP. I don't know what I was counting. I could have used Thunderbolt on that Mikage. But we finally have a good, correct guess there. It's not Knob. Where am I going? Okay, here we go. It's... Dun dun dun! It's pink! Red's sick of it at this stage. Let's just get it over with. Alright. Last X special. Glass. Alright. So I guess I'll just Thunderbolt this since I've still got PP. Yeah, it's got Drought, so if this doesn't have Drought, I can use Surf on some of these other pokes, but with Drought, I've got to Thunderbolt everything. Well, so you find out, and you could have found this out earlier on in the game, but so I'm about to enter the Pokemon League. And so there's a little cutscene with Green where he tells you that every single champion ever of Kanto has come from Pallet Town. So Pallet Town's just this complete beast of a place. 2 champions ago, the champion was Professor Oak. Before that, in this game, it was Delia Ketchum, who you haven't seen in this game, but you can, in this run, you can interact with her like several different times. Her son, sadly, is in a coma. Alright, so up we go into the Indigo Plateau. Okay, so this is another place where I've got to activate some cutscenes in order to progress. Like, if I don't, it just says I should talk to everyone. So yeah, here's the first one with Green, where he tells you he won. Yeah, he's through to the semis. But so I've got to talk to Blue here as well. Pete Dahlia's husband is dead. You can see her visiting his grave earlier in the run, just before Lavender Town. But so there's one more person I have to talk to here. So remember how I told you there's an optional chapter you can do with Bill? That I didn't do. So I've got to talk to Bill. But the game knows that I haven't seen Bill, because I haven't done his chapter yet. So all that happens is I talk to Bill and it's like, it's the first time we've met. And then I can go up here. But now I'm so keen to see Bill after the first time. Oh jeez, it's fucking Bill. My best mate. But so he tells me that I'm actually facing green in the semis, not the final, which kind of sucks. So I go over here, skip the Elite Four. I can fight blue here, but it's optional, so obviously I'm not going to do that. But so now I've got to take a seat, and I'm going to take it next to my good friend Bill, who's just my best mate now. I've got to sit next to him. And you see blue fighting the mysterious Dr. O. I wonder who that could be. Using a silly old Spearay. Whoa, he's owning her. And then he just sends out 3 Pokemon at once because that's fair. But yeah, Blue is afraid of birds. And so he's using all birds because he's a bit of a cunt. But he's also good at battling. Mirror moves the Hydro Pump. And she gets real scared. And then you learn the story of Blue, who got kidnapped by a giant bird when she was 5 years old. And was actually from Pallet Town. Though you knew she was from Pallet Town, just before that. And she was the one who stole the Squirtle, can you believe it? But she just wanted to have some fun, because, yeah, she got kidnapped. Wanted a childhood. So our good friend, can you believe Dr. O was Oak as well? Fuck. So then you talk to Oak, and he forfeits, because he's already won a championship. So now me fighting Green is the final battle, conveniently. Worked out perfectly for me. Alright, here we go. Then you have a heartwarming moment where you tell each other how much you've helped each other. And then get right into it. So I might die here, but I've got revives. I think his Marchamp might live Thunderbolt. It'll probably be a range. So yeah, hopefully I get the Marchamp. Oh, by the way, yeah, he's got Porygon. Which, remember how screwy Porygon is. This time, first turn, it's weak to Thunderbolt. Lance was there. He was... just before I went into this room, you could see the Elite Four to the right. Agatha is also all over the game. You can see her in so many different routes. Alright, nice, got the Marchamp. Alright, so it looks like this is going to be the first sub-4 ever of Pokemon Adventures Red Chapter. This is going to be world record, ladies and gentlemen. There it is, I beat green. Alright, so now the award ceremony, where Blue decides that she came third because Oak disqualified himself. And we get the top 3. End. And here are the credits, I guess, where we go around Pallet Town, say hello to everyone, our good friend Yellow, the good gym leaders, Blaine, the other people who are apparently from Pallet Town, etc. Aw, cute little Mew. And then of course ends with your adorable mother. But who is that? Who is that mysterious woman? Well, that's the end of the game. Thanks for playing. Find out next time. I hope you guys enjoyed that. That was a really fun run. And that concludes the end of the bonus stream for Pokemon Speedruns Marathon 2018. I hope you guys really enjoyed that run. That was really fun to do. I really enjoyed doing that. It's a really nice romhack. Like, if you want to check out the game, I really recommend you do give it a go. It is really good. I'm not that often an advocate for romhacks, but this one, with where it's at right now, is actually quite nice. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed. World record, whatever. That was really fun.